The role quests, because I feel like the role quests gave us a bit more history of Vobert, but I can't remember if it was specifically about the plague or not. But let us return to the task at hand, finding a means by which we might revitalize these people's incorporeal ether. Um, Maybe you did all the role quests too, and some of those answers wouldn't make sense without it. Yeah, I'm thinking. And because a lot of the stuff gives us two answers, but the ones that I think are related to the role quests, it's always a third answer. So it makes me think that it's because I've done those quests. Do you think it can be done? Were the skies still ablaze with primordial light, I would call it an exercise in futility, but now we may have a chance. The method I have in mind will entail the conjuring of a familiar. They are able to amplify the energies poured into them, making them the perfect conduit for ether revitalizing magics we will ultimately employ. If you're about to launch into a lengthy explanation on the metaphysics of your plan, don't bother. I'd rather get on with doing whatever it is that needs to be done if it's all the same to you. Oh, Alice, they never change. Whatever reagents must be procured or spells invoked, I'll do it. I admire your spirit. Very well, your first task will be to gather the necessary materials. The purest of waters and the finest of clays. Oh, the finest of clays. Clay's not even watching, is he? As well as the Fey lantern brimming with pixie magic. If you're convinced the resulting familiar could help the patients, fine. Alphino, the water and clay will be simple enough. But I don't think you know what we have to do to... I think you know what we'll have to do to get the lantern. You don't mean... The pixies took quite a liking to us before. If we humor them with our company, I'm sure they'll be willing to help us. ... Fine, we'll pay a visit to Ilmeg, though I never thought you would be the one to suggest going back there. I'm impressed you've been there at all, let alone befriended the Fey folk. Oh, while you're about it, seek out the Numo of Plaeni. They will be able to supply you with water suitable for our needs. Right, let's get this over with, shall we? There still remains the matter of the clay. Might I prevail upon you to find it? I've lost my clay, guys. What? Hello, Clay. Clay from Almar. Are you from Almarang, Clay? Would likely be best. Know you of anyone who might be able to assist us? I do know of someone who might be able to assist us with some clay. I could ask the miners at Twine, while there are the scavengers at Mortsuk. The long-awaited clay fetch class. Scavengers, you say? Well, they may know the lie of the land, but I dare say they are more interested in trinkles and baubles hiding in the earth than the earth itself. Now, miners, on the other hand, apparently I picked the wrong answer, guys. What's that? You know the miners of Twine? Perfect! Speak with them and you should have no trouble procuring what we need. While you and the twins are occupied, I will see if there's aught else I can learn of the stagnation which afflicts the people here. Alright, off to find some clay. Oh, man. Oh, I should probably just teleport to Twine. Oh yeah, I gotta go speak to Magnus. Clay, are you in Twine? Sending me there to find you. $153 gil down the drain. Do you think I'm highly concerned about it? Is that how much it cost me to teleport? Was there a faster way to get there? Every bit counts. Meh. I made all my money so I can save time. Ari, well, what a coincidence. You've come at a good time. We've just at this moment finished repairing the Talos and the trolley you lot took to Nabath Arang. The trolley was no trouble, but the Talos would have been another matter had we not had a visit from Master Chai. He offered us a share of the leftover building materials from the Daedalus stoneworks, as well as a few trade secrets to help us along. Clever man, that Chinese. He seemed pretty keen on the ideas I had. Hello. Good. I wanted to say good morning, but it's definitely not morning. I actually have not, in fact, been just waking up. I've been up for a while. I went for a walk with my mom. We played some Pokemon. All right. I gotta do my next. Oh, I was just eating. It's like stuck in my throat. Tea. All right. I gotta do my next quest. A cry from the ashes. Tirabeck appears to be uncharacteristically deep in thought. Ah, Ari, I've been thinking. Yes, yes, I know I said that I wouldn't overthink things. Hi, Winter. You're still troubled by the possibility that Anne Ladd was born of Titania's ether? Titania? I never know how to pronounce that. I don't know how much you see such things, but to us pixies, taking on the ether of another person doesn't make you that person. You're simply another pixie. Such a view is certainly in keeping with what is known of pixies, that you aren't empathetic by nature, yet I thought you would have more of an attachment to your friend at least. Well, the simple fact is, a pixie is a pixie. It doesn't matter whose soul they come from or that they inherited someone's dreams. Having said that, if that someone was my friend, I feel as though I want to, I don't know, understand them, I suppose? What's more, when Titania's consciousness leaked out of the castle, we all felt their torment as if it was our own. If Anne Ladd was indeed born of their ether, then that torment is literally their own, and I can't help but feel sorry for them. Before they became king, my friend wasn't so different of the rest of us. Just loved a little more by nature is all. Deep down, I don't think Anne Ladd is so different either. There must be something we can do to help them, and to begin with, I want to ask that boy in Mordsuk a few questions. Come, let's go to Lee Meg. We're going to ask him questions in his dreams. How's it going today, Winter? Winter, when do you work again? Have you worked again? I would like to go to Lee Meg. We need to be able to get on a mountain this place. It's too goddamn big. Man, when they said that the Pixie Beast Tribe quests were going to be in an instance, I thought the quests were going to be in the instance. Like your daily quests, not the... Obviously these quests are in... Oh, they're over here. Like I thought we'd do dailies in like a whole different area, and I was like, oh, that's cool, but no. We just build up this area. Oh, it's good to see you again. Isn't the pale pixie with you today? The poor lonely one? You mean Anne Ladd? Did you speak with them? Just a little in my dream. There was something about them, something that reminded me of my sister. I found them crying alone in a cold and empty place. I felt sorry for them and said that I'd be their friend. And then what happened? I don't remember clearly, but they tried to create water for my sister. Only they were really clumsy and made the water into a monster instead. Wait, that nightmare wasn't even meant to be a nightmare? Right, everything turned into a mess in the dream, but I'm grateful to Anne Ladd. They gave me the chance to face my fears and helped me to remember my promise to my sister. Uh-oh, it's time to get up. I have to go now, but you can call me again anytime. What a weirdo. The more I learn about Anne Ladd, the more I feel sorry for them. By the intensity of your concerns, one would be forgiven for thinking you were immortal. Perhaps it's due to the time you have spent rollicking in their dreams, and more recently, the company you've been keeping. What? You think Ari is rubbing off on me? Ah, I don't care about all that right now. We have another region to reclaim, the Raktika Greatwood. As I recall, many there have dreams about wanting to be useful to others, and to have others regard them well. I see. I believe my master referred to this as a need for self-esteem. In any case, you'll be pleased to know I've already sniffed out where the nightmares are concentrated. Let us make for Slitherbow. Okay. I like that I can just, like, teleport out of the dreamland. So convenient. Arthas, are you making weird noises? Is someone sleeping here, or are we just having a conversation? I don't like it here. I feel as if someone or something is watching me. These woods are ancient. I would not be surprised if the spirits of Eld still abided here. Let us be quick about our task, as before we seek a slumbering child. Right, Ezel and I will search the south. Ari, we leave the east to you. What about the north and the west? This is gonna be hard to search. There's so many different rooms they could be in. Let's do this a bit more methodically than I usually. Oh look, I found them in the first try. Yay me. Oh, please, you have to believe me. Ah, there's our source. Quiet, she's stirring. A flying pig? And a pixie? Am I still dreaming? Creepy Ari creeping on the asleep. Yep, you know me. Just being my creeping self. Wait, you can see me? The denizens of Slitherbough are magically gifted, and as a child she would possess a natural affinity to pixies. It's not a wonder that she can see you. I'm sorry, but I'm not myself right now. Every time I close my eyes, it's the fort all over again. Everything burning all over again. Those animals, they were my friends. Don't they usually stay sleeping while we go and banish their nightmares? These kids don't usually wake up in these quests. Until after. So you've known loss too. I won't let any more animals suffer the same fate. I'm going to become a priestess, and then everyone will listen to me. It's all right. We're going to make the nightmare disappear. Such ugliness has no place in Lee Meg. We'll watch over you and keep you safe, so rest easy now and go back to sleep. Except that she's going to have a nightmare again and see us defeating it? I don't know. An intriguing change. Yes, most intriguing indeed. Huh. Don't you have a nightmare to devour? And then he's gonna complain that he's going to explode. Oh, and lad. Why? Why? Oh. Did they poof? And lad, come out and show yourself. We have to talk. They don't appear to be in a talkative mood. Grr, why don't you listen for a change? Wait, that was to your back? Oh, my poor belly. If there's it says if there's a volcano in there, it begins. Oh, I better get outside. Ready or not, here it comes. Gross. Ugh, it doesn't get any easier to look at. Ari, get ready now. Oh, I'm ready. Don't you worry. It's enormous and fiery. Oh, this thing's gonna just get wrecked. Well, I defeated it. Hurrah! You've done it again! Whew! A moment later and I would have been roast. Porcelain. Porksy becomes porcelain, not roast. What? Anyway, the nightmare is gone. Let's see how the little girl's doing back in Slitherbough. Oh. Oh, right. They didn't make me run out here. It's not that far. I guess I'll run and not teleport. Oh, right, I can fly. My bad. Where are they? Seriously. Oh, right. In the room with the girl. Or she's by herself. Okay. Here we all are. Oh, I was wondering where you'd gone. I wanted to thank you for helping me in my dream. What? You remember? Clear as day. You see, for as long as I can remember dreaming, I've had prophetic dreams, so I make a point to note what I see in them. And 2 years ago, I saw what was about to befall Fort Gone, the Sin Eater attack and the fire that broke out. I tried to warn everyone, tried to tell them to flee, but no one would listen to me. No one save Master Matoya. But by the time I got word to her, it was too late. I felt so powerless then. Simply because I was a child, I had no voice. I wanted so badly to be heard, to be respected. I dedicated myself to becoming a priestess and proving my worth. But no matter how I tried, it felt as though I could never do well enough. Always I feared that I would fail, that I wouldn't be able to protect anyone or anything. Then the nightmares started, and I was made to relive that day, made to feel my powerlessness over and over. I had just about given up hope when you came and showed me that dream. Thanks to your vanquishing the nightmares, I feel at peace now, with myself and who I want to be. May I ask to whom I owe my gratitude? I'm an old friend of Master Matoya's. We're warriors who fight to reclaim. I'm an old friend of Master Matoya's. Truly? You're Master Matoya's friend? Then there's no one I admire and respect more. She's so wise and gentle and beautiful. I want to be just like her. I'll have to pay this Matoya's dream a visit. I'll be sure to make you appear as well, Ari. We can dress you up like this and... Ooh, yes, like that! Ari's just like, what's going on? Well, I'd best return to my training. Though I will keep working hard, I won't let the fear of failure burden me anymore. Thanks again, and please take care. Well now, to be seen and appreciated, I could get used to this. But come, let's return to Lee Meg and open the gates before Anne Ladd finds a new target. Alright, back to Lita Laron. There totally needs to be an Aetheryte in the Dreamland. Lee Meg. Maybe there will be by the time I'm done. Get on your mount. Fly away. Keep being tempted to click on that quest, but no, I must finish this one first, or I will waste it. I'm hoping I didn't waste it by not doing this yesterday. I think it's okay, but we shall find out. Because I'm pretty sure quests you have that you've accepted don't count against you in your daily goal. I don't know why I'm going to jump up this way, but it feels like the right way to go. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I wasted my sprint playing around there. I gotta go this way. Oh my god, those sweets are enormous! I want to eat them. Is it up here? No, it's up there. A little bit further. This is the gate to the Rectico Greatwood. Go on and lift the seal. Yes, sort of. I think there was an email or a pop-up and they're like, add these things. I was like, okay. I need to like play around with it some more. But There are some, if indeed you guys want to throw bits at me and probably scare me with the sound, because I'm not expecting it. By freeing the little girl in Slitherbough from her nightmares, you and yours have reclaimed the dreams of those in the Rectica Greatwood. There's so many shiny balls. Tierbeck appears eager to further beautify Lee Meg, and for this they require your aid. With that, there's just one gate left. And where does it lead? I haven't the faintest. Oh, I know where it leads. Before the nightmares, there wasn't a fifth gate. I couldn't begin to guess what's beyond. And you didn't think to mention this? Never mind. One can't expect Pixie to adhere to logic. Oh. And lad. And lad! So this is Lee Meg. It always seems cold and forbidding no matter where I go, but here it's different. Here it's warm and inviting. To think that dreams could be so beautiful. Fear not, I've hardly any power left, and yet I don't want to fall asleep. I don't want to have that dream again, the one inside the castle on the lake. Ligia, then you were indeed seeing Titania's dreams. ... I'm not sure. It's the dream of a lonely soul that my heart shows me. A dream of rollicking and playing with a dear friend. Would that I could rollick and play too, but every dream I touch turns into a nightmare, and everyone despises me, mortals and pixies alike. And lad, you always talk of what someone else wants, but what of yourself? What are your own desires? I don't know. I only know that in the dream of the castle a nasty monster appears. In a terrible grating voice it whispers in my ear, "You were born to bring nightmares, a plague." What? Hear me, Anne lad. With the powers you possess, you mustn't question your own existence. If you do, your essence will thin out until it is consumed. Ack, I've had enough of all this doom and gloom. I'll be your friend, all right? So please, let's put an end to this. You'll be my friend? Ah! Are you all right? Huh? It didn't seem to do anything. No, you're not my friend. Oh, that was sad. And lad! Let's head outside for now. Can we take a ride down? I gotta go up here. Oh, I definitely just want to take the slide. Whee! Whee! Alright. Did they change stuff? I never know what gets changed. I feel like these weren't here before. Roadblock? That's an interesting name. Aw, leaving already? You ought to stay and play a little longer. Return to Ilmeg. Yes, please. This is one I need to finish. I don't know what Anne Ladd did to me, but I seem fine. Just a little tired, perhaps. I would surmise that had you shared Anlad's needs, you would have become a source for the nightmares like the children. Is that why they said I couldn't be their friend? Because I don't share their needs? I believe so. Hi, PJ. How's it going? Oh, for the love of... Why do they have to make things so complicated? Well, there isn't much we can do about Anlad until they choose to reappear. Let's focus instead on filling Raktika with fun and happy dreams. When you have time, Ari, Unni is always looking for help. Yes, Unni is always looking for help. What are you up to today, DJ? Uh-oh. Stretchy stretch. That fake yawn made me really yawn. Oh, look, a chat plugin that you suggested I use like a week ago. Okay. So we gotta turn... Ooh, achievements. So I take it the Porksies will be resuming their duties? Good. I won't let them shirk their responsibilities, not even if they're cute and adorable and want to squeeze them until... Gah! No, I mustn't allow them to beguile me. I have a job to do. As for your pardon, whatever this was, I'm making you an honorary protector of Porksies. You told... Yeah. Well, I don't know. It just popped up. And it takes effort to configure them. So I haven't done a whole lot. Of Marvelous Mallow, I've definitely done this one before. Let's click through that. Moss Fungus, we've done... And Pork Sign Perfection we have done. Oh, wait. What the fuka? I did this. Oh, maybe I haven't. Fukas. Everyone loves a good fuka. Those wide staring eyes, that vaguely menacing hopping. Ah, you never know if they want to hug you or murder you. Adorable. And there are plenty to be found around the league, yeah. A fantastic idea for what to spin next, I'm sure you agree. In fact, I was so sure that I've already set up the traps. You have like 10 bits, so rip. Aww. See, it's not fun if no one has bits. Or uses them. I went through quite a hunting and trapping phase a while back, so I'm something of an expert on the subject. My strategically placed pits are guaranteed to have caught us something, so all you need to do is head over and retrieve our prizes. Now, fukas do tend to get a bit bitey when they're cornered, but worry not. I prepared these enormous sacks. Just shove them in before they can figure out what's happening to them, and there should be no problem. Brilliant, I know. Alright, no grown-ups allowed. I don't think I've done any of these. Unni is has a surprisingly thoughtful concern. Tell me, my favorite mortal, have you ever had a hideout? Mortal children seem to love them, so I thought, why not try it out? Then I hid in a log for 5 days and 5 nights, and no one found me. It was amazing. Then I got bored, so I came back. You can't afford bits until you do a few shifts. You're very anxious about your first shift on Tuesday? Why are you anxious about it? Are you like still doing training, or did you have like your 1 day of training and now they kind of expect you to just like have at it? Anyway, while I was there, it occurred to me that the children in Raktika Greatwood aren't usually allowed to leave their villages, and that means that they can't make hideouts. I mean, sure, they could hide in the village, but people would find them. And it doesn't count if other people can find it, right? Right? If any old adult can stumble across it, that's not a hideout. That's just sad. I decided right then and there I would dream up a perfect hiding place for those poor little darlings. And what better to make it from than one of those giant mushrooms the new moo live in? Nothing. There's nothing better. It was a rhetorical question. Tragically, Father Collard's chamber is absolutely swarming with the lawless ones, which makes it impossible to harvest mushroom spawn. If something isn't done, my brilliant plan will never come to fruition, and I'm sure you can see where this is going. Do it for the children. Pride and seek. Unni is ostensibly practicing hiding and seeking, though they don't appear to be trying particularly hard at either at the moment. You're hoping they buddy you up with someone or something, but you've no idea what to expect, which is causing anxiety. Well, they're not going to get you to do anything that you're not ready to do, Winter. And if they do, then that's on them, not you. So take a deep breath and don't stress about it. I say as I like stress about like every little thing, so can relate. But my advice is that I struggle to follow myself. So don't stress about it. You found me. Oh wait, it wasn't my turn to hide, or was it? Hiding and seeking are both just so much fun, especially with the little dreamers. Why, it's so much fun that sometimes I forget that they're meant to wake up. Those little ones from Arctica Greatwood, though, are far too good at this, and we can't keep letting them win. We have a reputation to uphold. Oh, DJ with the host, thank you. That's why we've been training day and night, mostly day though. Do you want to join us? You're going to message the manager because you've been in contact with to ask if there's a certain point of contact for my shift on Tuesday, since the only manager you know is her and she isn't on your shift. Ah, fair enough. That seems like a reasonable question to ask. I'll let you have my turn as seeker then. Do you know what to do when you found someone? Sneak right up behind them and yell, "Beaver!" Really? Well, the sneak and the yelling are optional, but it's much more fun if you really scare the wings off them. Alright, well, let's get on my pork scene. And I believe we gotta go this way with the pork scene. It's a fate. Where am I going? Oh, this isn't the edge of the world? Fair enough. Perfect. It's a beauteous blossom that I'm going to snort up. I was not close enough. There we go. And then we gotta go over this way. To snort some more. Oh, I'm always wait. Oh, no, that wasn't too far. We all believe in winter. Alright, now I need to go here. Okay. I can't see it. It's too foggy. How's work going with you, DJ? I believe I'm not going quite the right way. Oh, wait. I was going the right way. It was the wrong one that I was looking at. Oh, I have to go down? Like, way down? It says still down, so I guess we'll keep going down. Oh, now it says, wait, did it say up before? Am I just failing at reading up and down? It's going pretty swag. Are you enjoying work? You've been working there for a while now. Are you still doing like the same stuff you did when you started? It's on this level. Oh, it's right here. Ensnared Fuka. Let me save you. Oh, I gotta get off the mount. Apparently I'm just sticking it in a sack. Is there another one to stick in a sack? Maybe there's... Ah. There is another one over here. Is this it? No. Over eager Fuka. Did it? Oh, it's upside down. Aw. Where's my sack? 3 years now. Wow, has it been 3 years? You're a self-checkout host now? Do you like doing self-checkout? I finished this Beast Tribe today. I like the last thing you can get because it's pretty. You check yourself out in the mirror. Wait, what are you talking about, Winter? Are you saying I'm especially pretty today? Or are you saying that I will check myself out in the mirror when I finish this quest? What is going on? Oh, you're talking to DJ. Oh, I'm so confuzzled. Being a self-checkout host. I always manage to screw it up when I try to do self-checkout, so I like always need help. Actually, that's not true, but I've had to get help far more often. It's not because I screw things up, it's just because things never seem to work properly. What are you guys' thoughts on self-checkout? Some people have really strong opinions of like, never use them because they're taking jobs away from people, which I think is just kind of silly. Oh, we're going up here. Because there's some day, like, I normally like just going to a cashier because I like people who do stuff for me. But I feel like sometimes, depending on what I'm buying, sometimes I just like, because I don't know, I get really self-conscious about like my purchases, and I'm just like, I don't want people to know what I'm buying. Even though, like, I don't buy weird things. It's just like food, because I buy a lot of junk food, and I'm like, don't judge me for buying junk food. And so sometimes I just like going through self-checkout, so I don't have to have anybody like look at. Because I have a weird thing when I go to the grocery store, which I probably shouldn't tell you guys because I feel weird about it. But I always like, when I'm like craving stuff, like I crave chips sometimes and I want to go and buy chips. But I'm like, I can't just go to the store and buy chips because like that just looks weird. So then I always end up buying like more stuff than I need because I want it to look like a normal grocery trip and not just a trip for me to buy a bag of chips. But then if there's self-checkout, then I can just buy a bag of chips and go to self-checkout, and I feel like nobody's like judging my food, even though I'm sure most cashiers like don't care what I'm buying either. But yeah, old people hate self-checkout. Well, you don't have to use it. And sometimes like when there's a lot of lines, like I'd rather do self-checkout if it means I don't have to stand in a line. But a lot of the times, especially at grocery stores, which is where I see them most of the time, like if you have a lot of produce, that's not easy. Like if it's stuff that doesn't have barcodes, like you can't really take that through self-checkout really easily. So there's a place for each. Goodness me, Unni is worse than this than I thought. Maybe I'll have a nap. In chat mode, use your keyboard to say beaver. People make the argument saying they don't work there, so hey, they don't have to. I mean, that's fair. And like, if you feel that way, go through the regular checkouts. I just feel like there's a time and a place for the self-checkout. And if you don't want to use them, don't. Like, there's nowhere that's gone like 100% self-checkout, and they probably won't. But I feel like there's times when I like it and times when I don't. And it's just whatever I feel like. But I like that it's an option, because there are some times where I'm like, yes, I really want to go through self-checkout today because I just don't want to. Do they complain to you, DJ? Like you have any say in it? Ugh, who are you? Unni got immortals to do their dirty work, didn't they? You don't scare me. Not like those V children. All day. I'm sorry you have to deal with it. That's what they pay you for, right? That's why there will always be jobs even related to self-checkout, because they need somebody working self-checkout that all the people can complain to, right? Except eventually all these old people will be dead, and the new old people won't care so much. Oh, this is cool looking. Am I gonna have to fight a new moo fungi picker? I'll heal this dude. Because I'm a nice person. And I helped kill his thing. Hopefully he'll help me kill mine, not just run off on me. When I was so nice to him. Nope, let's not attack that one over there. Yay! Alright, are we all done? Yes, all 6 of them. Good grief. Yeah, I also feel like, because sometimes I have like a little bit of anxiety, but there's other people who have like way bigger anxiety issues, and I feel like self-checkout is really great for those kinds of people. And I don't know, people are so opinionated when it's like, well, if you don't like it, just go use the other one. Still ranting about self-checkout. Or people who are ranting about self-checkout. Ah, I see the sacks came in handy. You're welcome. My sacks are stuffed with fukas. Those traps aren't all that hard to get out of, you know. I think even Fukas might manage it if they could focus long enough, but they just don't have the attention span. Poor things. One dove in head first, you say? Ah, how delightful. I wonder why it did that. I don't suppose you speak Fuka by chance, no? Ah, well, now that we have our Fukas, though, the fun can begin. Or it could, if I had decided what sort of dream to spin. What do you think? Feral Fukas make for a weird enough dream on their own. You can put them in an arena. Yeah, feral Fukas make a weird enough dream. DJ, do you work today? True, just look at their funny little faces. And it is important to appreciate the simple things in life. It's time for me to get spinning then. Don't worry, I will absolutely positively let you know how it goes the next time we speak. No grown-ups allowed. Oh, there you are. You know, I realized after you left that I didn't tell you how to tell one mushroom spawn from another. I do hope you figured it out. I figured it out. I'm not a dum-dum. Oh, well done. Such a clever mortal you are. We should be able to grow this one nice and tall and then pop it into a dream and voila, greatest hideout ever. You don't even need to put it in a dank old cave. Imagine the possibilities. Wait, I don't have to imagine them. I can make them. Haha, fantastic. Pride and seek. Well, did you find them? You did! I knew you would! You're such a clever mortal. And now I'm going to show them how it's done. Just as soon as I remember whether I was hiding or seeking. Once I've had a bit more practice, those children won't stand a chance. Mwahaha! The Moss Fungus Menace. You have something for me? But I didn't even ask you for anything. The cap of a moss fungus. How did you know that I was looking for one of these? It's almost as if you had the power to enter my mind. But whatever can I do to reward your selflessness that is entirely self-motivated gesture? I know. I'll tell you another story about moss fungus. Once upon a time, our mortal kingdom is no more. People would sometimes play little tricks on those. They didn't I swear this is a typo. By sneaking a teensy weensy bit of moss fungus poison. I've definitely done this one before. I'm gonna stop reading it out. Blah blah blah, and these ones I've done before. There we go. Alright. We're done. Oh wait, I missed one. Oh, I thought I missed one. Good grief. I forget that when you have 6, only 5 of them show up. Is it possible to show more quests? I swear it is, and I just didn't want to. Character configuration? What is this gonna be under? UI settings, HUD. Oh, I can do less than 5. Hide duty list during non-instance duties? Huh. Someday I gotta go back through all of my settings and see if there's anything new that I'm missing or anything that I want to change the configuration of. It says I need to go down. Sprint. And back we go. And then we're gonna go do some other... Oh, I meant to sell things after stream. I keep meaning to do so many things off stream and I just don't. I've been super slacking on my 14 playing lately. Welcome. Oh yeah, I don't want to read this. We just want to try that. Alright, I'm doing armor today, which I believe means I need to go to Limsa. I think both the armorer and the blacksmith are down there, and there's no aetherite cluster. Let me have to take the to the off castle, and then I should probably get on. Ooh, my hands feel dry. Let me moisturize. Try to be better at moisturizing, especially because I've been having my nails done, and I feel like I heard that, well, I wrecked them when I did too much dishes one day, and I read that it was because they get dried out, and so apparently I need to keep my nails moisturized better than I do. All right, let's get on armor, which I'm 75, because we're doing these in order of my lowest to my highest. So yeah, we gotta go way down here. So we do need to do blacksmith, but my blacksmith is much higher. So if we look at my jobs, armor, and oh, it's actually weaver. But I think I've done more weaver ones, which is why I'm doing armor first, because I think I've done most of the Heavensward ones on weaver. I just have to do the 61. The Breaking of Blandsteer. Forge Master Hansa has a favor to ask of you. Ah, Ari, the very armorer I was hoping to see. Have you a moment or two to spare? It's about Blandsteer. Ever since he lost the contest, he's been keeping his distance from the forge. Then one day he appears as if naught had happened and starts banging out a breastplate on one of the anvils. He crafts an entire suit, then mumbles something to the effect of understanding the true nature of armor. When I asked what he was going on about, the daft old sod said he intends to don his own work, then go looking for battles in the wild. Now, Blandster is a big lad, but he couldn't fight his way out of a fishing net. I tried to talk him out of it, but of course you can imagine how that ended. Which brings me to your part in this, Ari. I suspect he'd more willingly lend an ear to someone whom he's not so inclined to despise. You'll find him loitering in his usual spots, if you're of a mind to convince the stubborn aurochs. Oh my goodness. My throat's been like really sore lately. Whoops. I think we're going around this way. Yeah, here we go. Well, look who it is. Listen, lass. I know Hananza sent you. Just keep walking your own path and I'll walk mine. I've been doing a lot of thinking these past moons, you see, and I finally found me answer. I'll learn the secrets of armor craft not in the flames of the forge, but in the heat of battle, and if I die in the doing of it, I'll go to me grave with no regrets. Don't try to stop me, Ari. You can tell that forge master of yours to keep her twitchy nose out of me damn business and all. Okay. So the old buzzer wouldn't listen to you either. It seems like an excess of self-reflection has sent his thoughts down an odd track. You're no stranger to combat, Ari. Mayhaps you are still the right lass for the job? I want you to follow Blasnir, quietly mind, and see that he doesn't get himself killed. Assuming he sticks to his ridiculous plan, you'll find him near the eyes. Wait, where am I going? Let's... Are we in the upper decks? Because that might just be... Oh yeah, it is right out here. Okay. Hopefully this is the right exit. I think it is. Oh yeah, Tempest Gate, definitely right. Oh, we got a little sprout running by. It always amazes me that people are still starting this game like regularly. In fact, we had a viewer come by who said he's been playing for what, like 3 days, I think? He said. More sprouts. I suppose sprouts don't necessarily mean new players. You could just be new characters, but most people only play one character. Well, that's some shiny armor he's wearing. Are you injured? 'Twas fortunate we happened by. You were more like to harm yourself with that flailing than slay your intended opponent. I must say, however, I do admire your devotion to your craft. Mayhaps we shall call on you the next time we have need of an armorer. Safe travels, my friend. Oh, that was rough. I thought I was a dead man, clad myself in the finest armor, but could hardly move, let alone fight. Who would have thought a rat could give me so much grief? A blatant rat! Mean little bugger he was. But as I stared death in its furry face, I had myself an epiphany. I've got to get back to the forge, and then I'll be ready to try again. What are you doing out here anyways? Well, I'll leave you to your business. I can haul back to Limsa on my own. Thanks very much. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna just run back the way I came because I'm lost. It's this way. Because that's probably gonna be quicker than teleporting and then running through Limsa, since there's no aetherite close to where I need to go, and this gate is actually pretty close to where I need to go. Whee! And sprintity sprint, because we need to go right over here. Well, I'm glad to hear the old bastard survived his foolishness this time. From the sound of it, though, he doesn't intend to stop there. I know you have more productive things to do than mind a full-grown man, but can I ask you to stay near Blandsteer for a while? If you can't reach him with words, then mayhaps you can guide him with craft? Speak with the man and offer to aid him with his work, and while you're teaching by example, you might even learn something new yourself. Speak with Blandsteer. Whoa. That was crazy. I weren't the most heroic of battles, but even a brief scuttle like that made me realize something. I ain't never spared much thought for the folk wearing me armor. Eh? First you try to stop me, and now you want to help me? Make up your bloody mind, lass. Alright, I'll take you on, but I can't promise you'll have much to do. I've searched the depths of me craftsman's soul, and I've come out with a whole new view of things. From now on, I'll be putting myself in the customer's boots afore I forge a piece. I've mapped me course, and it's straight run from here to greatness. The next armor request will be blah 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 blah. Oh, ding! Light-headed. Oh, I learned something. Blandsteer appears to be at his wit's end. You're still willing to swing that hammer for me, Ari? Truth is, I've gotten myself into a bit of a bind. Do you recall them ventures, what saved me from that unholy rat? Well, they're commissioned me to craft a piece for him, and as much as I'm trying to understand their needs, the request has got me as baffled as a nugget-braid novice. Maybe you should talk with this Benether bloke and hear the details directly. He should be waiting over by the wench. Wait, what level quests are these? 53. No, these are the right ones. I'm so confused. I'm confused because I thought the 50 to 60 ones didn't give any rewards, like ability rewards. Where am I going? I'm lost. I'm confuzzled. We just need to go up here to the wench. Greetings! You're Master Blandsteer's assistant, then? Aye, that's right, me assistant. Though she should hear the job direct from the customer's mouth. Very well. We mean to challenge a creature of significant might, and seek to seize every advantage. To that end, I would commission a quality piece of head protection for our monk, Saspiku here. I think he needs some body protection, too. Sasapiku the Snake, they call me. I gotta strike swift and deadly, and can't be wearing no heavy helmets. Cramps me style, you know. 'Twas a trial to even convince him to wear body armor. He's not very much body armor. Thus, I must ask that you craft a helm sturdy enough to afford protection, but also light enough that Saspiku scarcely remembers he's wearing it. Do you see what I mean, Ari? An impossible request. Maybe for an armorer, some leatherworker might be nice. A vow to consider your client's needs has barely passed your lips and already you cry defeat? Ugh, what do you want, Naza? If you've come to feed on me misery like some self-righteous leech, you can bloody well bugger off. I came because I can't countenance you throwing a commission back in a customer's face after you've arbitrarily labeled it impossible. I'd wager Ari here could afford to piece to meet those specifications. When it comes to crafting light and serviceable armor, both leatherworkers and carpenters have a wealth of experience. I suggest you head to Gridania and seek the advice of their respective guildmasters. And what would they bloody know? They don't even work in the same materials. You're wasting your time, Ari. But I will let you make up your own mind. Wait, did they say talk to leatherworkers? Because that was my idea. Yeah. Oh wait, leatherworkers and carpenters. Is that the only way he can ask for help? Proud, insufferable old goat. Show him how a proper artisan handles such requests, Ari. "'Twould seem the job is yours, mistress. Ari, was it? I'm excited to see the results of your labor." I gotta do everything. I have to go to the Leatherworkers Guild and the Carpenters Guild. Well, not Eternity Ring. I don't even think Clay's online. Nope. It's too bad it wouldn't just like teleport me to where he was last logged in. That would be convenient. But I don't think it works that way. Isn't the Carpenter Guild just right here? I think so. I mean, why can't I just ask myself? I'm like a master carpenter and leatherworker. A metal helm? Ah, I thought I detected the stench of the forge about you, Ari. I must admit to feeling somewhat betrayed. At least they acknowledge that I'm part of the Carpenters Guild too. But I shall not be so petty as to deny you your answers, child. As you well know, before one even puts a saw to wood, one must first consider which variety of lumber best suits the properties of the piece one wishes to craft. The same can be likely said of armor craft. Amongst the many metals available, surely there is one that retains its strength, even when beaten sufficiently thin to meet your needs. And now we gotta go to the Leatherworkers Guild. I literally was just doing Leatherworker quests yesterday, so I spent a lot of time there. I have Carpenter quests to do too, as you might have noticed by the quest that I could not pick up because I'm not on Carpenter. But my Carpenter is already 80, so I'm not in a super rush to do it. Because actually, I'm trying to do this because I need to unlock some abilities to make crafting for the Ishgardian Restoration a little bit easier. Which I guess I should get on that, because that's going to be something that, well, they may still allow you to craft stuff and turn it in after it's done. I can't imagine that it'll just be like a very temporary event once we restore it, that like there'll be nothing to do, but who knows. Branching out into other disciplines, Ari, if you recall my Jiva patterns, you always already have the answer to your question. Always craft with an eye towards minimal waste. This approach also respects the life that was taken for the material by making the most of every strip and square. In this case, however, you may simply need to take care that you have not added unnecessary weight to your quest for sturdiness. Oh, where am I going? I need to go back to Limsa now. Just like randomly running around. Did I finish my tea? No. Now I finished my tea. Sorry, that's making bubbly noises. To the aft castle, because there's nothing remotely close to the blacksmith and, oh god, an armor guild. They're so far away. I mean, I guess they're not that far away, but like the culinarian one, you teleport straight there. The leatherworker one, even you like go straight there. Those are the ones that I've been doing lately. But I've got a lot more quests to do. Oh my goodness. Well, what did our artisan colleague have to say? So, in other words, keep it simple and choose light and sturdy metal. Not exactly revolutionary ideas, but certainly fine points to keep in mind. If we're talking minimalism, then our best option is probably a mask of some kind. As for the material, titanium would be the strongest for its weight. Finally, the overall design should complement the swift striking style of your client. Hammer out the piece and deliver it to Bethanair. And by hammering out the piece, you mean buy it off the market board, right? Neum Mask of Striking. I have crafted this before, so I do not care to craft it again. I will happily throw stupid amounts of money at it to do this faster. Not there. Actually, that's fine. There's a market board near there. Did they dump me by the market board? Nope, of course not. Wait, I'm lost. Here we go. Nope, I'm going the wrong way. God damn it. How am I so turned around here? Market board. Mask of S. Come on. It doesn't need to be HQ, but I guess I'm buying HQ. You know what? It's going to be cheaper to buy this one. Because it doesn't have tax on it. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? Strawberry schnapps, apricot amaretto, banana bourbon, kiwi Kahlua, blueberry Bacardi, plum patron, mulberry martini. Oh, Patron. Not patron. Interesting. 2. I think it's near the Aft Castle. I think that they were in the place. This place, yes. The Drowning Wench, also known as the Adventurers Guild. Trash Bug Cutie Friend, that's a name. Mistress Ari, 'tis good to see you. You've brought the armor we requested? Mm-hmm. It's beautiful. Ugh, you actually crafted something from? Let's see this impossible piece of yours then. Is this titanium? It's so thin, but you've shaped the mast so the arcs and curves reinforce the weak points. It's bloody genius. I love it! I can jump and spin and barely feel the weight at all. I'm most grateful, Mistress Ari. Now we needn't fear a stray spike or claw slicing open our dear monk's face. Mayhaps we shall call upon your services again in the future. I hope I get to put lots of armor on him. I reckon you was on a fool's errand, talking to those other guild masters. But look at what ye accomplished. Seems me eyes ain't been opened as wide as I'd thought. Just give me the gel. I don't got the inventory space for everything else. Alright. Now, I imagine I need to go back to the Armorers Guild, but usually they take you back there. That was odd that quest just like abruptly ended. I could check my map. Yes, indeed, that is where I need to go. Boop, boop, boop. Wait, who am I talking? Oh, I gotta go the other way. Damn it, I forgot I'm not talking to the guildmaster anymore. I'm talking to this dude over here. Blastier. Blandsteer? Before I pick up this quest, I'm actually going to take a quick 3-minute break, since it's already been an hour, and I will be back shortly, so don't go anywhere. Yay! Finding good help. Chai News' look of steely determination is only slightly undermined by the knocking of his knees. Alright guys, I'm super sorry, but it looks like there's not going to be any near raid tonight. I thought it sounded like the story was coming to a conclusion, and then they just started this whole other Yulmore one that's just, I don't even know if I'm going to finish it at this rate. So, I'm sorry for anybody who's really excited to come. I'll be doing it tomorrow for sure. Maybe a few times, but also I kind of want to do some Hades. Brendan is quite right. Building Talos from scratch would require time we simply do not have, which is why I propose to make use of the long-abandoned Talos which wander the wilds of Clusia. They will need to be deactivated, of course, and if memory serves, the tools required to do so should still be at top rung. Come with me. Aw, you work tomorrow night. DJ, you work too much. I'm sorry that you unlocked it for nothing. My bad. I should not get ahead of myself. But now you have it unlocked, so you can do it. I'm gonna like suddenly finish this quest now too, and I'll just be all done. No, it's Gucci. I'm glad you got it out of the way. Alright. I'm glad. Aha! The old memory hasn't let me down. This chest contains canisters filled with a dastardly potent insulating powder capable of halting the flow of ether in a Talos. Capable of halting the flow of ether? That's just what we need. We need only get within throwing distance of one and let it fly. Thus disabling them without damaging them? Ingenious. An old trick of the trade, nothing more. Once disabled, it should be a simple enough matter to get them to march to Yulmore. More extensive repairs can wait. Ordinarily, this is where I would ask you to run along and do the deed, but as I have said before, it's high time we learn to stand on our own 2 feet. Thankfully, throwing canisters is something even I should be able to manage. Come off it, Master Chai. Even if the Talos ain't a threat, there's 101 other things out there waiting to make a meal of you. That's as may be, Kaishir, but Rendon tasked me with solving this problem, and I will not sit idly by while others risk everything to see my harebrained schemes realized. Not this time. Which isn't to say that the mere thought of it doesn't fill me with dread. I'm late. I'm sorry. I don't even know how late I was. I really need to do, like, when it counts down, it needs to start counting up. Or, alternatively, I've thought about switching it to, like, a counting up counter. And just, like, coming in at 3 minutes or 5 minutes. And then I'll know how long I was gone. Alright, audio. And back. Fancy Lancer. Blansteer is seething with barely contained fury. Sounds about right. What do you want? More work, is it? Well, I took another job from that conjurer and his mates. Something for the Lancer this time. Did me best, I did. Forged and reforged until I thought I had a piece that the client would be pleased with. But she took one look at me work and turned her bloody nose up at it. Not pretty enough, she says. So I told them they can take their fancy Lancer and toss her in the damn sea. Yeah, that's not really great customer service. Benthanair's still lurking near the wench, but I doubt even you could satisfy that over-peculiar pig-sticking lass of his. I bet you I can. Just watch me. Can we get there by going this way? We can. Actually, that's more of a straightforward line than the other way. Perfect. Look at all these people doing this quest here. Mistress Ari, I had hoped you'd be along. Your colleague appears to have abandoned our commission in a fit of pique and left poor Barbarella here bereft of her promised armor. Oh, he made me some armor all right, but the style was absolutely dreadful. How can I possibly perform legendary deeds looking like an oversized kettle? Imagine the portraits they would paint. Imagine the sculptures. You're getting a little ahead of yourself, but she's posing. As you can see, she is quite peculiar about her appearance. Thus, I would task you with crafting her a cuirass that's as eye-catching as it is unyielding. Mayhaps Forge Master Hinanza would deign to offer her experienced opinion as she did last time. Probably. Back to Hinanza. I really want to sort my inventory, but I feel like it's going to make me forget where I'm at. Oh, why is that guy running with his axe out? Dude, put your axe away in town. You're gonna hurt somebody. Can I? No, I can't just run straight through there. That would be way too easy. So we're aiming for fashionable and functional. That takes us into the realm of goldsmiths and weavers. You'd best head to Ul'dah and call upon the wisdom of their guildmasters. Seriously. I'm a master of these things. I don't understand why I need to talk to the guild masters. Just talk to myself. Let's go to the Goldsmith Guild first. Ari! Thinking of adding precious metals to your endeavor in armorcraft, are you? Well, the Sunswore once wore a ceremonial plate that featured the most extravagant embellishments. But such delicate adornments would not long survive the harsh demands of combat. What you might consider then is decorating the parts of armor that are less likely to be struck, the edges and hollows, for example. At least that is what I would do. Thanks. Can I get up here? Yes. Perfect. And take me to the Weavers Guild. Why is it so far away? The extra like 2 feet I have to run. Redolent Rose, what say you? Ari, you seek to apply the sensibilities of weaving to your effort in armorcraft. How strange, but I recently spoke on a similar subject to a rugged Rogadin fellow. He seemed a tad embarrassed to be asking, but listened with an earnest enthusiasm nonetheless. I fear I have become rather passionate in my instruction, and lectured overlong on the merits of form versus function. But to return to your query, I would ask that you consider the use of color in your design, and not simply the choice of hue. Even the same shade can have drastically different impacts when enhanced with a lustrous, glossy sheen. Back to the Armorers Guild. Why you gotta make me travel the world? Oh yeah. I still gotta do another one. They make me run so far. I'm not a fan of doing armor and blacksmith quests because they're so goddamn far from their ether. I was complaining that the Weaver one was far, but the Weaver one is like close compared to these ones. Oh wells. Well, what do the artisans of Ul'dah have to say? I see. Then I would suggest a darker hue for the main surface. Burnished until it gleams. Decorate the edges with a brighter metal. Rose gold should do nicely to provide an eye-catching contrast. Again, titanium is a fine choice for durability and strength. This was for Berthaner's Lancer companion, yes? Then forge a cuirass fit for a queen, and your client shall soon be maiming her enemies in style. Alright. Let's see. I have indeed crafted this before, so we don't have to worry about crafting it. We can just go buy it. Hopefully there's one for sale. to Hawker's Alley, because that puts me a little bit closer than the main A3. Well, that is not a marker board. Neum Queers of Maiming. We need an HQ, so I guess this will probably be cheaper. The other one will cost more than 500 gil in taxes. Alright, let's go back to... Oh, we need to go... Yeah, still the Aft Castle. But we're going somewhere closer to the Aft Castle than the Armorer's Guild. We're just going up through here. No, sprint is off cooldown. How is Barbarella's armor coming along? We're done it. Alright, let's see how she looks. She's gonna look spiffy. Oh, do you like it? She likes it. Don't tell me you forged something that Spirit Wilden's she-demon actually approves of. Hold still a moment. She's posing. It's so simple, but the rose gold gives it that hint of extravagance. You've outdone yourself, Ari. Aye, and I especially love the colors. This might be the most beautiful cuirass I've ever owned. My thanks, Mistress Ari. Aside from the armor's obvious beauty, I can see it has been carefully crafted to withstand the rigors of combat. Now that you've addressed my concerns with Barbarella, that only leaves... Ugh, is this why you've called me here? To spend more on your coin on gear we don't need? Wada Mega, you should be first in line when it comes to time to replace our equipment. Our lives depend on your ability to engage the foe face to face. You need new armor. He doesn't want to upgrade his armor. What a scrap. The suit I have serves me just fine. You should look into your own abilities, healer. If you weren't so sluggish with your spells, then maybe we wouldn't have to rely on expensive armor to save our hides. As a healer, Maine, I relate to this. Sluggish? How many times have I saved you from the brink of death? 'Tis your seeming fondness for injury that forces me to consult with armorers in the first place. You think I enjoy being wounded? How many times have I risked my life to save yours? If this is the thanks I can expect, you can try fighting without me. Wow. Walk away, then. We shall find a replacement soon enough. The way they argue now, you'd not think they've been friends since childhood. Oh, healer and tank. What a way to destroy a friendship. Looks like ventures have their own problems, eh? But I have to say, finding the right armor to craft the ridiculous requests ain't one of them. Your work was masterful. I tried, Ari, I really did. Even begged that weaver bloke in Ulda to teach me something about design, but it seems I have a lot more to learn before I become the sort of artisan what understands his customers' needs. Hinanza's the one I should really be talking to. As Ford Master, she has years of experience in crafting to meet a client's wishes. If anyone will know what I've got to improve, it'll be her. By her God's beard, I never thought the day'd come when I'd fall to my knees asking for that harpy's help. But it's time I changed my ways. Why do I keep finishing quests up here? I'm having to run all the way back to the oh, I probably should have gone the other way. Oh well. It's a nice change of scenery to go this way. Sort of. I've also gone this way a bunch of times. Sigh. Sorry. Oh. We still pick up the next quest from Blastnir. Blastier? Reforging of Blastier. Blastier wishes to entrust you with a commission. Ari, I've had another commission from that conjurer bloke, but I've got my hands full learning lessons from Hinanza. Do you think you could take the job for me? You'll find Bernanther and his crew in their usual spot near the Drowning Wench. I literally just came from there. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Oh, this is what we need to get rid of. Don't have any super potions? I need some earrings to match. I feel extra fierce in this mask. My apologies for the unpleasant scene you were forced to witness, Mistress Ari. As matters stands, we've had little luck in recruiting a new gladiator since my falling out with One Omega. Oh, One Mega. I have thus decided to have a shield made to offer as a bonus to potential applicants, and I was hoping to have you forge it. I am, however, entirely unsure as to what manner of shield would be suitable, and considering the heated words we exchanged, I cannot very well ask the advice of the only gladiator with whom I am acquainted. Would you be willing to speak with One Mega and research the matter of the shield in my stead? Can I convince him to come back to your party? 'Twould seem he left on a journey to Ishgard, ostensibly to rendezvous with some secret lover. Knowing One Mega, however, this lover was not but an excuse to put some distance between us, and he's likely forgotten that outsiders require permission to even set foot inside the city. I imagine you'll find him pacing before the gates of judgment, freezing in his decrepit old armor. Alright, that means we're going to want to go to here. Although that might actually have been closer to go via Ishgard. Oh wells. Oh my goodness. Sleepy, sleepy. Whee! Splat. Ari's legs are cold. Put some clothes on, Ari. I found him. I cannot believe they would deny me passage. This is only a matter of holy adoration. I must be allowed to meet my goddess Helone. Seriously. Ah, the armor from Limsa. What's this talk of shields? Forget your trade for a moment and answer me this. Are you able to answer Ishgard? You are? Would you be willing to complete my pilgrimage to St. Raymard's Cathedral and pray before the statue of the Fury in my stead? Ah, my beloved Helone, beseech her to watch over my companions, and then I shall share my thoughts on this shield business of yours. Alright. I think there's an Aetherite at the cathedral. Sleepy, sleepy. So peaceful in here. Where's my sparkle sparkle? Do I just pray here? I feel like I need to go somewhere else. Does that work? Oh, that did work. Alright. Well, if I was somebody who didn't read quests, that would have been very confusing. Although I suppose you could literally read up here that you're supposed to pray. But it would have been more confusing. Alright, let me go back to the plaza and see if we can just like take the quick way from here. Which should be down this way. Oh, I lost my sprint. Sad face. I love when I always try to sprint and I'm like, it's not up. And then I realize that I was already sprinting. DJ, that's a weird looking face. I just jumped over that dude's head. Yes, I would like to return to the gates of judgment. What is this supposed to? Yeah, that does not help in the slightest. Reading what that what that emote is. You've prayed before my beloved then. My thanks. I take my devotions quite seriously, but I fear Benether and the others would mock me for it. Now, as for this ideal shield you seek to craft, I suppose that would change depending on the gladiator you asked, But most would appreciate one that didn't drag on their arms as if it weighed a ton. You're obviously familiar with titanium. The metal is light and strong, and I for one would be overjoyed to own a hoplon crafted of such material. I hope that answers your question. Just go join your group again. Alright. We are forging another... Oh, lock this up. Titanium hoplon. Take me to a market board. I totally should not have used print there. Neum hop. On. I need an HQ on. God damn it. Yeah. I'll just pay a fortune. It's fine. To the aft castle. Actually, we can get to the Drowning Wench pretty easily from this way, too. But we shall go this way. Even though it probably was about the same. No, it's probably slightly closer to go this way. Oh my goodness. Mistress Ari, can I assume your presence means that our new gladiator shield is ready? Yes. Right, Nance is done lecturing me. Let's have a look at the piece you've been working on. It's so pretty. Why are they just posing around it? Well, it's on a table. Ugh, me eyes! I ain't never seen titanium polished so bright afore. It's like something out of a storybook. A superb job as always, Mistress Ari. With such a shield as an incentive, we shall soon have applicants falling over themselves to join our party. I don't know. If they don't want to join, I don't think offering them a shield's gonna help. I have posted a recruitment notice. Now we have but to wait. What are you doing here? I thought you were too good for new equipment. I came for the free hoplon, but I never would have bothered if I'd known who had posted the offer. Not accept aught from you. Why must you be so stubborn? Is it so hard to accept gifts from a friend? Yeah, what? It is, and I'll not make so much as an eel pie from you until you spend some coin on yourself. Even the armor I'm wearing now is bought with your purse, for a sum I could never have afforded. I truly appreciate all you've done for me, but for the love of the 12, you cannot continue to adventure in those rags. Your head is so filled with concern for the lives of your companions that you fail to care for your own. Wanna Maga? I never knew you felt that way, but how could I not put you before myself? After all, your role places you square in harm's way. They don't have a ranged. They have a tank and 2 melee and then a healer. And yet, speaking honestly with you scared me more. Forgive me, my friend. I would rejoin the party if you would have me. Of course we will. You're the only gladiator we trust. Now, I promise to consider my own protection. So, will you please just take the shield? And you get some more armor, too. With pleasure. This hoplon's a masterpiece. What a surprise. How did Bethanair know that Wanamaga would come running for the shield he'd always wanted? It is impossible that Wanamaga could have guessed who posted that recruitment notice in the first place. What are the odds? Aye, and what are the odds I'd get a more perfect chance to serve a customer? Wanamaga, I will forge you some new armor, and it won't cost you a single gil. And I've got a weaver friend that'll sew you some fancy new conjure garments for the price of the asking. You speak truly? Why, this would solve all our problems in one fell swoop. I'll not be too proud to accept your generous offer, Master Blandsteer. If you might forge me a set of armor to match this wondrous shield, I'll be eternally grateful. You want it light and sturdy, then? Right, I'll be back as soon as I'm done. I want to see them tricked out in their new gear. Oh, they're so pretty! This titanium plate makes me feel invulnerable. I cannot thank you now. Oh, you're still gonna die. You feel invulnerable. And these robes are the most luxurious one I've ever owned. Thank you, Master Blandsteer. Bah, I was glad to help. All part of the service. Is he showing off thighs, or are those just like skin-colored pants? Well, my friends, we are as ready as we'll ever be. Let us engage our terrible foe and show ourselves worthy of these gifts. Sorry. I knew talking to Hananza was the right choice. Under her tutelage, I've become a different man. You might even say I've been reforged. That was the level 58 one. What do we still have to do for this quest line? Like, that felt over. I guess Blandsteer still needs to, I don't know, stuff. Let's go this way. Ooh, the sun is out. Everything's so white in Limsa. Except where it's dirty and gross, you know. The Hylian. Man, I'm getting sleepy. What the heck is wrong with me? I'm tired all the time. Blandsteer. The pride of Vameli. Blandsteer seems unusually excited. Ah, Ari, did you hear? Our Venturin friend's back from their monster hunting. I say we go give him a big old Lominson welcome. Wow. Lamoltson. Hananza should come along too, so she can see how well me armor held up. I'll fetch the Ford Master. Go on ahead to the wench if you like. Literally, I just came from there. Ugh, I have so much random shit that needs to get sold. Oh my goodness. Good grief, I am super sleepy. Can you like jump from up here? I think you might be able to. I don't want to fall because I need to be up here. Sleepy Ari, I know. They're sitting. They're not dead. What in the seven hells happened to you lot? The creature, we barely escaped with our lives. I was too slow with my spells. No, I positioned myself poorly. Listen, if there was a problem with me armor, then you'd best tell me. No, it was with their skill. Don't lie to me, lad. I need to know if me work's not up to scratch. You'll not hurt me precious feelings, I promise you. Aye, it was the armor. It's as light and strong as it could have wished for, but too tight around the shoulders. I couldn't swing my sword the way I wanted. Oh. I didn't think to adjust the plates for a gladiator's range of movement. So much for understanding me client's needs, eh? Ari, I've got a new commission for ye. Right now, me craft ain't good enough to forge the kind of equipment one maga needs. But yours is. I'm asking you, as colleague and customer, to make him the finest armor your hammer can manage. What have we done to deserve such kindness? You saved me life, remember? And maybe with the right armor, I can help save yours in return. You're a good man, Master Blasnir. Come, my friends, let us descend to Bulwark Hall and make preparations to meet our nemesis once more. Oh, that was good, Jan. I appreciate your help in this, lass. And just to make sure there's no mistakes this time, I'll be heading to the Gladiators Guild to ask what style of armor works best for him. But I was crafting it, why is he asking? This change in Blandsteer is unsettling. I almost prefer it when he's spitting insults at me. In any case, the armor's design may not be the only factor worth considering here. I shall visit Ulda myself and speak with the miners concerning their recent excavation efforts. Meanwhile, you should join Blandsteer at the Gladiators Guild and assist him with his inquiries. Meet me at the Miners Guild when you have the answers you need. Both of those are in Ulda, aren't they? I'm pretty sure. Ugh, wakey wakey, Ari. I don't know why I get so sleepy. I did stay up a little bit too late last night reading, but I didn't have to get up super early this morning, so I don't know why I'm so tired. To the Gladiators Guild. I found it. Got bored of waiting, did you? I'd have been back by now if these damn sword swingers only start training long enough to talk to me. I already tried asking the stern-looking lass over there, but seems she don't like me disrespectful tongue. Me and my reading. I haven't been reading lately, and I wanted to read yesterday, and then I got into a book, and I actually was enjoying it as much as I'd hoped, and it wasn't very long, and I was like, I think I can finish it tonight, and so I stayed up. I finished at like 1:30, I think, but I only started at like 10:30, so it only took me 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 4 hours to read. That's not bad. You'll have a word with her, will you? All right. I'll see if I can get the attention on one of these other blokes. Oh, was that me talking to her? Right. Putting our answers together, we're looking at a piece what's heavy on protecting the chest, but allow the arms a full range of motion. Sounds like a Lorica to me. I feel like this guy's just like standing here listening to her conversation. Which is exactly what I was thinking of after hearing old Wanamaga's troubles. This was a long way to come to learn something I already knew. The Miners Guild, is she? Well, let's see if the Ford Master had more luck than we did. Luck than us. Yeah, I seriously haven't read in ages, but reading is the one thing that like keeps me up at night. I don't generally stay up that late watching like Netflix and stuff, and I don't stay up that late gaming, but reading gets me. Oh, I totally ran past these, right? Reading gets me. Reading is what I will stay up to ungodly hours doing. Ananda. I have some good tidings from our miner friends. We had thought all sources of adamantite ore had been exhausted, but I'm told that new seams were recently discovered in lands that were once part of the Allegan Empire. And with a supply of adamantite ore, we resume production of adamantite, a metal much favored by the ancients. Not only is it incredibly resilient, it is also valued for its unique elasticity. If there's no give, then the harder metals tend towards cracking. Can you imagine a Lorica made out of adamantite stuff? Now that's what I'd call the ideal armor. It's gonna be expensive. There's me commission for ye. Forge Wanamaga an adamantite Lorica, one what'll fend off even the most savage of blows. I'll leave it to you then. See you back in Limsa, lass. In order, blah blah blah. I definitely have those. Let's go to the Sapphire Avenue. See what we can buy. Oops. Tight Lorica offend. I need an HQ one, so we're gonna be spending lots of money. Man, if only I just needed a regular one. Alright, now we gotta go back to the Armorers Guild, which is in Limsa. So cute. To the Aft Castle, which is still like miles away from where we actually want to go. Whoop. We gotta go this way. To Blandsteer. Ah, there you are, Ari. I've been itching to see this adamantite creation of yours. Well, here it is. I've never seen the like. Even a behemoth had a hard time putting a scratch on that thing. The whole piece is so light, you'd never think it were made of metal at all. Ah, you've exceeded me expectations. And while you've been busy forging this beauty, Nances and me have been putting together a little surprise for the rest of the party. Even had me weaver mate stitch up a new hat for Benefair. I feel like these guys are not high enough level to wear this adamantite Lorica. Everything we had we poured into these gifts. There'll be no complaints this time, Ari. Here, you should be the one to bear the pride of Vilmelli. Head down to Bulwark Hall and hand it over to these adventurers. The Forge Master and me will be right behind you. Okay. Straight. Wait. Where am I going? Oh, they went somewhere different. Where the heck's Bulwark Hall? Oh. Yeah, let's just teleport there. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I know how to get there. We're close. We're close! DJ, you're tweeting. And not about me. Sad face. See, here we are. Ah, my beloved Helone. Onward to victory with style. We'll beat it this time. Greetings, Mistress Ari. You've brought gifts for all of us? Yep, here's a box of stuff. Wait, what did he get? Oh, he got a shirt. Hardly feels like I'm wearing armor at all. Nothing to stop me springing and stinging. Oh, fancy. Oh wait, that's Hansa. I stripped the design down to its bare essentials for maximum mobility. I thought that was the Lancer. She got a mask. Aye, this gorgeous helm leaves bare my best features. I can already picture myself weaving through our foes in a deadly dance. An epic tapestry waiting to be woven. Yeah, I don't really think that's a gorgeous helm. You still have Team Ari in your name, so technically it's true. I am always in your tweets. I can't complain. I made that one. Took the lessons of 2 separate guild masters, but I finally forged something you approve of. Oh, look at his Lorica. Yes, yes, I like this. I feel not the slightest resistance to my movements. That there masterpiece was forged by Ari, the perfect design crafted from the perfect metal. If you lose your quarry with that on your back, don't bother coming back at all. What about him? Oh, he got a hat. I cannot thank you enough. Now I might concentrate on healing without thoughts of shabby equipment clouding my judgment. No more excuses, my fine companions. We certainly look the part of heroes, so let's prove that we are such in truth. Onwards. That was a fun little quest line. Getting to equip a whole little party of adventures. I've never much been one for encouraging folk. I never knew it could feel this good. Getting beaten by you all them years ago was bad enough, but after losing the same contest to Ari, in front of the Admiral no less, I lost me way as well. If those ventures hadn't saved me, I might have never found the path I'm on now. Thanks to them, I learned the value of listening to me clients, more importantly, how to listen to me colleagues. To me, armorcraft was something you mastered alone. At worst, a colleague was someone who dragged you down. At best, a rival to spur you along. I was always trying to distance myself. I see me mistake now. To see how I stunted me growth by shunning the knowledge and support of me fellow artisans. Does anyone ever ask you about hashtag Team Ari, DJ? Ari, Forge Master, you could have given up on this bitter old Aurochs, but you didn't, and for that you have me deepest thanks. Ha! You pushed everyone away, from the greenest novice to the oldest veteran, and the last thing I suspected was to have you ask me for help. Mayhaps we can work together to rise our crafts to new heights. Aye, after learning your lessons, I reckon me work's better than it's ever been. I reckon I might even be good enough to challenge you to another contest. Aye, you've certainly come along. Wait, what was that about a contest? 3 rounds, winner takes all. I've got to get back to me forge and start crafting me some ingots. We'll see who's the best now, Forge Master. Gahaha. Ari's expression is like, looks horrified. Do we not just talk about this rival business? Well, a little friendly rivalry is good for the guild, and even if a Forge Master should be kept on her toes. Do your worst, you old buzzard. I'll be ready for you. Oh, I look really yellow right now. What's up with that? I did it. Blah 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 blah. Alright, now we got to go back to armor, and now we can do the Stormblood quests. Because that was the Heavensward quests, which interestingly... Oh, I was going to say it never actually took me to Ishgard, but it did at one point. To the Aft Castle. Yeah, my sprint just wore off. Sad face. It's so far away. Hananza, Guildmaster. Original Blandsteer. Hananza has need of you to speak with Blandsteer. Again? Greetings, Ari. I hope you've been well since that last incident with Blandsteer. Speaking of which, our resident veteran of the Forge has built quite the reputation for himself. Our patrons are well pleased with the custom-made quality of his armors. Thus did it come as quite a surprise when he announced his intention to leave the guild. I questioned him on the sudden change of heart, but the stubborn Auroch refused to divulge his reasons. Despite all that has happened, I suppose he must be uncomfortable confiding aught in me. Mayhaps you would have better luck. I am his superior, but he respects and admires you as a colleague. I need you to get to the bottom of this, Ari. Losing an experienced armorer without so much as an explanation is unacceptable. What was going on here? Well, well, if it ain't me old forge mate, Ari. What's with the grim face? I did not want to advance. You've the right of it. I mean to put the guild behind me. Now I have the confidence in me skills, and reckon that lately I've been forging some of the best pieces of me career. But I couldn't figure out for the life of me why I didn't feel myself an equal of you or the Forge Master. After a good bit of thinking, I came to the realization that me work lacks character. I was just arriving at that conclusion, you see, when I saw an adventurer by the Aft Castle wearing a helm of the oddest design. I had to stop and ask her where she got it from. You know what she says? Some envoy to the Far East gave it to her for services rendered during Heavenstorm or some such. And that's when I had me an epiphany. I needed to learn how to infuse me work with as much character as radiated from that odd-looking helmet. I needed to study with the folks what made 'em. But if I'm to bugger off on a pilgrimage of enlightenment to the Far East, I can't bloody well keep taking on commissions now, can I? That's why I gave me notice to Hananza. You can try to talk me out of it till you're blue in the face, but my mind's made up. Alright, well, let me tell Hananza. She's just going to tell me to go with them. And I'm going to. Well, what did the old Allgoat have to say for himself? I see. I certainly appreciate you clearing up that mystery, but why does he... Sticking your beak into me business again, Hananza? Should have bloody known you'd put Ari up to it. If you'd simply explained the why of it in the first place, I wouldn't have needed to stoop to such measures. And I also could have told you at the outset that you needn't cut all ties with the guild. It is perfectly acceptable for an artisan to take an occasional leave of absence for the purpose of self-improvement. A leave of absence, you call it? Well, I suppose that works too. If I'm serious about training new skills, but I'd be glad to keep me positioned at your forge if you still have me. Right, I'll take my leave then, Forge Master. And if it ain't too much trouble, I appreciate it if you could see me to me clients' needs while I'm gone. We don't care of any requests for repairs. We'll take care of any requests for repairs or adjustments. You just stay focused. I don't want to see you back here until you're satisfied that you've grown as a craftsman. Understood. Well, I'm off to seek a ship to the Far East. Keep them fires hot, eh? The great bloody buffoon. Beauregard knows how it'll fare over there, but then again, mayhaps he'll return a changed man. Fare you well, Ari. I'll let you know should I hear from Blasnir. I bet she'll hear of him by level 63. Look at that. Good grief. Why am I so yellow? I swear I'm getting yellower by the minute. That just fixed it. I'm less yellow now. That was weird. The requirements for undertaking subsequent quests can be reviewed in your journal. Oh, I didn't need to read that. Eastern Apprentice. Hananza has an air of poorly concealed concern. Blansteer should have arrived on Far Eastern Shores by now, but I've not heard a word from the old Aurochs. Oh, somebody just left Tane level 2. There was no news of storms or ships lost at sea, so I must assume he made it to Kagane. Have you been there yourself? Should you happen to have a business on that side of the world, I'd consider it a favor if you could look in on him for me. Personality aside, Blansteer is one of our best artisans, and losing him to some mishap would be a terrible blow. For the guild, of course. I guess we're going to Kagane. Oh, look at that. He's so very close to the Aetheryte. I see you, Blansteer. What was I trying to execute at this time? That I cannot. Ari! Beauregard's beard! I thought you looked familiar. Hananza sent you to spy on me, did she? I rammed a while ago, truth be told, but this bloody statue caught me in eye and refused to let go. Just look at the armor on that bloke. You don't see naught like that in Eorzea. Well, I best not stand here gawping all day. I need to find a smithy and see if they're willing to teach an old hand like me. Here, do you want to come along and help look then? Good lass, the ship's captain told me there's an artisan's district near Pier 1, so let's go try there first. Is that at the market? There's armor. Where am I going? Why do I have a wandering minstrel quest? I'm so confused. Seriously, what do I have with the wandering minstrel? Wait, I'm totally going the wrong way. I'm so confused, guys. What is this quest? I've unlocked everything that I can do at the Wandering Minstrel, haven't I? What the heck? Ah, something heroic this way comes. How fair you, Ari. As ever, I'm seeking inspiration to draw upon for my work. If you have any new experiences to share, I'd very much like to hear them. Talk about... Oh, to unlock Ultimate. Well, I might as well. That makes sense. Alexander, you say, a clockwork citadel that did rise from the Thaliac to loom boldly above the far reaches of the snow-swept Ravania. Intriguing. Most intriguing indeed. That's weird that this unlocks in Kugane. Very strange. Anyways. Forgive me, friend, I just felt a flicker of recollection, a sense that I'd come across a similar sight in my own travels of far-flung worlds, a mighty colossus of metal housed in the innermost chambers of a tower that shone with blinding light. But this is your story. Do tell it. A most stirring tale indeed. I thank you for gracing mine ears with it. The Thaliac indeed. Why, to the people of Kugane these lands you speak of are so remote as to seem quite veritably at the edge of the world, the boundary of time and space. That said, curiously enough, there is much in your tale that they might find familiar. Why, did you know that there was a tribe of Zela, or perhaps more accurately to say that there was, whose legends told of a god in the form of a great steel giant? Indeed, if I were to gather the most compelling points of your tale and weave them together with this legend to flesh out a story closer to set to home, I dare say my Eastern audience would find it most compelling. Now, how would it go? Now he's going to sing me a song. Oh, so beautiful. Untold dreams of men long past breathe life into a god of steel. Untold futures it did forecast, in each the world's fate sealed. Yet in the darkness a glimmer of hope, a hero to answer the call. Yon time and space the steel god waits, for the one who shall bring its downfall. Is that it? Why, yes, that should serve most nicely. Much as the Alexander you did with battle spread wide the wings of time, I too have taken flight on the wings of imagination to spin a tale based on your exploits in the far reaches of the West, with inspiration taken from a time-honored legends of our friends in the East. It is a tale that begins with two hoary lovers, a tale that will whisk the listener beyond the boundaries of time itself, to where the clockwork deity awaits its final confrontation with the mortal soul in whom it would trust the future of the world. It is a tale at once tragic and triumphant, one that transcends ages and yet is over in an instant. It is a tale that you will find at once fresh and comfortingly familiar. Will the final judgment rendered by the god and the machine usher in joy or despair? Do stay around for the rousing conclusion, friend. Epic of Alexander Ultimate, now accessible. Alright, let's continue on. Oh, let's just go to Pier 1. To Pier 1. I'm pretty sure that's right where I need to go. Indeed. Oh, it's Mira. Oh. Land's here. Judging by the heat and the noise, I'd say we come to the right place. Right, well, there's not to be gained by being shy. Begging your pardon, sir, but who might be the master of this forge? I've traveled here from Eorzea with my mind to learning your style of armor smithing. Well, well, in all my years, I've never had a foreigner seek an impression. I've never had a foreigner seek an impression. Why can I not say this word? I have never had a foreigner seek an apprenticeship at my anvil. Pray, tell me more of your aspirations. Hang on, so you're the master of this place, then? So the fates have decreed. I am Fugetsu, Kokajia's humble proprietor and chief armorer. Oh, pleased to meet you. The name is Blandsteer. I'm an armorer from Limsa, the city where I learned me craft. See, I was taken by the striking design of the helms your countryman was given out on Heavenstern, and I reckoned that I'd like to study with the artisan what crafted them. I asked about, and the answer sent me here, to Kugane. Ah, the Heavenstern helmets. If you seek the man who forged those pieces, you need look no further. Was there some particular aspect of the design that drew your attention? Those were yours, then? Bugger me, that was easy. Ahem, to answer your question, I've been feeling that my own work has fallen into a bit of a rut, and the distinct personality of them helms is exactly what I've been missing. The search for one's own style can certainly be a trial. Very well, I should be glad to aid you in finding yours. You will? Thank you, sir. Ordinarily, I teach but one student at a time, but it will be a refreshing challenge to instruct the two of you together. I look forward to the experience. And he's like, wait, Ari? No, I'm just here to hang out. Before we begin, however, I would gauge your skills as artisans. Would you craft me a set of quality Eorzean armor? My apprentice Unryu will provide you with the necessary materials. Present your work to me when you are finished. I guess he thought you were here for the same reason as me, but you can't pass up this chance, Ari. We can learn the secrets of Far Eastern armorsmithing side by side. Master Fugetsu explained to me your task. If you would tell me the type of armor you plan to forge, then I shall requisition the appropriate metals from our stores. Ah, suit of mail, is it? I believe these materials should suffice, but do not hesitate to request more should you find them lacking. Once the armor is complete, you may present it directly to Master Fugetsu. I pray sincerely for your success. A junior apprentice would be most welcome at the forge. To proceed, high quality, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Alright, crafting. We need story, class quest, paladin mail. Alright. Now we actually have to craft things. We can't just buy this shit off the market board. But they just give it to me, so, you know, makes it okay. Wow. I am failing. Terribly. Seriously? Seriously? This is a 60%! Why is it so terrible? Good grief. We'll do one more, although this is probably gonna be overkill, yeah. Yes, it will. Boom. Blandseer did nothing, he just stood there. I trust our materials were sufficient for the task? Yeah, I can make stuff out of anything. A fine piece! You've shown considerable skill in working this amount of detail into such a durable alloy. Though the techniques you employ are not the same as ours, your experience as an artisan is readily apparent. I'm curious to see how you will fare with our traditional methods. But whilst I'm eager to begin your instruction, I'm afraid an important commission must take precedence. Pray use this time to familiarize yourself with the local materials, and I shall inform you when your lessons are to commence. Seems we both managed to impress Master Fugetsu, eh? You literally just stood there, Blandseer. We've got a foot in the door, but you know as well as I do that that was the easy part. They do things different over here, and we'll be starting from the bottom. But if the difference is what brings out the character in me crafting, then it'll be worth the climb to the top. Oh, and don't you worry nothing about Hinanza. I'll be sending her a letter explaining what we're up to. Neither one of us wants to hear her griping that she thought we was dead or something. Look at us, Ari. Seems only yesterday we was rivals, and now we're here taking an apprenticeship together. Byrogot's crafts in mysterious ways, eh? Oops. I was sure it was going to be at him. Forging with scales. This is what I'm after. Blandseer is eager to begin his first lesson. Well, if it ain't me fellow apprentice been keeping busy, meself I've been watching over Master Fugetsu's shoulder as he works, and learning a few scraps of Far Eastern armor crafting. The whole way they approach the craft is different, from the materials they choose to the process of putting the pieces together. And now that Master Fugetsu is finishing up that commission work, he'll be free to instruct us in his methods firsthand. I'll finally be taking me first steps towards me goal. Byrogot's beard, me bloody hands are trembling at the thought of it. Right, let's go and learn our first lesson, eh? You've been most patient, my apprentices, but you need wait no longer. Our commission is safely filled, and I can now devote my full attention to instructing you in our traditional methods. Let us begin by examining the differences between Eorzean and Hingan plate armors, the most obvious being, while your suits are crafted from large, carefully shaped sheets, ours are made up of many overlapping scales. The scales themselves are often made from hardened leather, but for your lesson I think I shall have you forge them from metal. This will allow you to craft a durable yet flexible piece of armor. In this land, we are especially conscious of protecting against arrows, and this emphasis has led to the design of long hanging sleeves and the like. I imagine the appearance is quite unusual for those unaccustomed to the style. But be that as it may, these scales form the foundation of the Hingan art of armor crafting. As an introduction to the basic techniques, I've decided to have you craft a pair of armored gloves, otherwise known as kote. Speak with Unryu as before. He will provide you with all the materials you require. This kote of yours... do folks what wear 'em ask for aught in particular? I want to make certain I focus on the right bits. Ah, then mayhaps you might wish to speak with a warrior directly. I'm sure one of the blades at the Sekisagumi barracks would be sufficiently intrigued by your query to offer an answer. The barracks, eh? Right, I'll go and have a bit of a chat, then straight to work. I'm eager to see how you incorporate the results of your investigation. I was just thinking, I'm like, am I literally just going to stand here and craft this whole quest chain? But no. We gotta go do stuff and talk to people. Oh, it looks so empty here. There used to be so many people around the entrance to Eureka. Alright, we need to go to the barracks. Perfect, there's Nika right there. Sekisagumi blade. Yes, who are you? And what business have you with the Sekisagumi? We're Eorzeans, apprentice to Master Fugetsu. We've been tasked with forging some kote, and I thought I'd ask a proper warrior about what kind of gloves he prefers to wear. Ah, a worthy subject of discourse. While protection for the hands is paramount, I would say that the finest kote must also afford a full range of motion for wielding a blade. One cannot hope to exploit an enemy's fleeting misstep if one's hands are bound as if by blocks of lead. A full range of motion, eh? That's the sort of thing I wanted to hear. Thank you, sir. From the sounds of it, we'll be needing a metal what's both light and durable if we're to achieve the right amount of flexibility and protection. Let's get you working on some base titanium gloves. I'll craft the other bits and pieces, and then we can put the lot together for our presentation. I'm going back to the Pier 1 place. Unryu, give me some materials. You seek to forge a pair of titanium kote, yes? Blanster explained your task to me, and I have prepared everything you need. As ever, should you require aught more, do not hesitate to ask. I'm still crafting with titanium? Seriously. What else? Alright, craftity craft. Titanium kote. One more, but then this is gonna make this wasteful, but whatever. That actually went surprisingly well. Except for this part. Yeah, this is gonna go lovely. There we go. Done and done. Are you done with them kote then? Yep, bet they're better than yours. Very nice, Ari. Just the sort of quality I'd expect from you. I'll attach all the other bits we need, then we can show our work to Master Fugetsu. Wait, you're attaching bits to my kote? Let me see what you've forged then. Yes, not only are the scales of exceptional strength and quality, the precision of the joinings is beautiful to behold. I can find no criticism worthy of mention. Too heavy and rigid and the kote will be as manacles. You show a fine understanding of the importance of freedom of movement on the battlefield. Aye, we simply forged them like that warrior bloke suggested. For veterans like me and Ari, it weren't exactly much of a challenge. I'm starting to wonder if this is really the right path to unlocking my own brand of originality. I want to learn how to make something like them Heavenstern helms, something distinct and with character. Not to be rude, but I didn't come here to hammer out dull, bloody pieces like this. Oh, Blandsteer. I understand your urgency, but the individuality you seek cannot be developed in a day. That you have learned to craft to your clients' needs is a fine start, and we will build upon that foundation. Today's lesson is over. I shall next instruct you on more practical concerns, so be sure you have a firm grasp of the art of crafting scales. I've learned manipulation. That's what I was after, but we're going to finish up the quest. Oh, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Head-to-head contest. Fugetsu has a new task for you. Ah, Ari, is it not? How are you finding your apprenticeship here in Kokagia? From the looks of things, you've developed a solid mastery of the fundamentals. Yes, I think mayhaps it's time we honed your skills with a more practical task. I would have you accept a commission from one of our patrons. As fortune would have it, one of the samurai families has requested our services. Fulfilling this request shall serve as your next lesson. A welcome challenge. So where can we find this client of yours? A meeting has been arranged to take place in the Tenkanto. The client is a Master Gyoshi. Listen attentively and expend every effort to satisfy his wishes. Consider it done. Come on, Ari. Let's go and meet with this Master Gyoshi. He's gonna be like, why are you foreigners here? Alright, where am I going? That is by the Ethernet Plaza. Oh, almost gonna run into a wall. To the plaza! Oh, look, he's in the same spot I found Blandsteer when I first got here. Yes, I'm Gyoshi. Why would you have need of me, Ijin? We're gonna craft for you. Ah, forgive my brusque manner. I did not expect. Ahem, and just how long have you two been studying with Master Fugetsu? I mean, not long, but we're master artisans from, you know, Eorzea. But recently arrived from Eorzea, you say, and just newly apprenticed. How wonderful that your instruction in Hingan methods coincides with my most urgent request. No matter, I shall place my trust in your skill, as Master Fugetsu has clearly done. As for my request, I need you to craft for me new headgear for the Gozenjai. For the Gozenjai? I like how they tell me how it's pronounced. Yes, the Gozenjai. It is a tournament of sorts, where samurai display their prowess with a blade before members of the nobility. An exceptional performance that can earn one a most lucrative appointment. Ah, so you're looking to impress a future employer. Don't worry, sir. You've put yourself in capable hands. Glad am I to hear such confidence. I expect not less than perfection from an apprentice of Master Fugetsu. What say we have ourselves a little contest, Ari? I reckon we both have a go at making a piece for our client here, and see whose work he likes best. And maybe if Master Fugetsu thinks me design is good enough, then I can skip all this basic rubbish and move on to learning how to make me style more distinct. Let's head back and pick up some supplies from Inryu. Master Gyoshi, sir, we'll be getting our work on your commission now. If you don't mind, I'd like to stop by the I'd like ye to stop by Kokagia once it's finished. Very good. I shall await word of my armor's completion then. And back we go. To Pier 1. Blandster tells me you are to compete for the client's favor. I wonder, however, if you're familiar with the Gozenjai and what might be considered preferable armor. Before you begin, why not ask the advice of those with the relevant experience? One such person might be the Sekisukumi Blade who shared with you his ideas on the perfect kote. He will have participated in the tournament for question and is thus in possession of an invaluable perspective. Another fine choice would be the stall keeper at the Rakuza district. Such a merchant will have traded in many types of armor and could provide you with a broader range of ideas. Let me know when you've decided on a piece, and I shall plunder our stores for you. Master Fugetsu does not like it when I use words such as plunder. Why did you say that then, dude? Am I finally gonna go off? Alright, we're gonna have to go to the Sekisugumi place again, so I can do that without... And then I think I have to go to the markets. I wonder if I can do this without actually looking at my map. And just paying attention to the quests. Alright. Up here we go. Issues... I mean, I can look at my mini-map, because I can't not look at that. That must be a samurai quest up there. Ah, well, if it isn't my fellow Kote enthusiast. You were able to forge a fine pair of gauntlets, I trust. I see, and this time you are to craft headgear for the Gojin GI participant. First and foremost, the tournament takes place before a significant gathering of nobility. As such, it is best to avoid ostentatious designs or gaudy color combinations. When I myself joined the tournament, I also found it advantageous to wear a face mask, which allowed a wide field of vision. That is all I can tell you of the armor. Your client's success will otherwise rely upon his own skill. Alright, and let's go to the market. To the markets. Did I do wrong? I did wrong. Damn it! Oh right, it was the Rakuza district. Shit. Forgot. Yagiri? That sounds way too close to Yagiri. Making tea? The sunny stall keeper. Closer, my friend. Come closer. See anything you like? A headgear for the Gojin GI? Well, each combatant has his preferences, but most will choose a face mask of some kind. There's a Hatsubiri, which protects the brow and cheeks, and the Somen, a fuller version of what stretches down, further down and across the jaw. I've seen warriors who bind their heads with naught but a hachimaki, and I've seen the same warriors carried out with cracked skulls. A strip of cloth affords poor protection, you'll find. Alright, now we can go back to speak to dude. To Pier 1. Sorry, I'm just chatting with somebody. Trying to be social. Even though I need to be social. He said he was making tea, and I'm like, oh, what kind of tea are you making? And I'm like, or are you making a weird reference to Ultimate? Have you decided on the piece you wish to forge? Apparently. A Somen, is it? Very well. One moment, I will see what we have. Ooh, ah, this should do nicely. Here. As always, I will replace your materials should you happen to slip with your hammer. I am a generous quartermaster. Oh, and I believe you are to present your work to Master Fugetsu when it's ready. I will not need extra gear. I like to make a point of not looking at what the other things I have to craft for the story are, so that they surprise me when I get to them. And so far it's gone quite well. You know what? We're gonna try this. I don't know that that's gonna be enough. No, it's not enough. Let's see. Is that enough? Not if I fail. I should have used inner. Oh, I guess you can use inner quiet because I was like, what's the point of having inner quiet again? But when you always just use reflect, but if you need to use it again in the middle of a fight, then it makes sense. So I suppose it makes sense. Fugetsu! Blandster has explained to me that you plan to have the client choose between his and your work. Do you have your piece ready? Mm-hmm. Apparently it's in a chest. For reasons. Is this mine? That... I see you have chosen to craft the Soman. I'm very curious indeed to witness the outcome of this little contest. What the hell did he make? What is that? Oh! Are both these pieces for my commission? Aye, but I'll not say who made which. You just pick which one catches your fancy, sir. His looks like it's just like tied together with rope. I've made my decision. Right, let's hear it then. His is like the same thing as mine, except it's got like bone on it. I shall take this Soman. Now hang on a bloody moment. You're choosing that Soman over me silver snake Kabuto? But surely you can't pass up the helm what protects your whole head. And look at that serpent head. It's a symbol of good fortune over here, ain't it? Not to mention how such an original design will catch the eye of your prospective employers. The Gojin GI is a tournament, not a life or death battle. While a certain precaution must still be taken, it is not needful or desirable to don the heaviest armors available. And when fighting before the nobility, it is considered tactless to draw attention with aught besides one's skill with the blade. A simple face mask is sufficient to put one's mind in the right frame for battle. But you didn't... Can't you just... Enough, apprentice. The client has decided, and the matter is settled. Oh, you got told off. Furthermore, it would seem you are in need of instruction regarding the original design of your Kabuto. You once confided in me that the sight of a Heavenstern helmet drove you to seek originality in your own work. I fear, however, that you misunderstood the motive behind the uniqueness of those designs. The Heavenstern helmets were crafted to reflect the desire of the Bugyo to introduce those animals to Eorzea and foster a fondness for our sacred symbols. They were not, as you seem to believe, created to exhibit my own personal style as an armorer. Your effort to learn and incorporate our culture into your work and the exquisite details of the Kabuto's embellishment are worthy of praise. But such grand achievements are meaningless if the resulting piece fails to satisfy the needs and expectations of the client. You're right, Master Fugetsu. It seems that ever since I saw the helm, I've been obsessed with creating something with the same impact. In me rush to find me own style, I've gone and forgotten what I learned about tailoring me work to the client. I wasted your time, Master Gaiose, and I beg your forgiveness. Calm the fuck down. That's all I can think of when I can see. Calm the fuck down. Thank you, Master Fugetsu, for bringing me to my senses. If you'll still have me as your apprentice, it seems I could do with a few more lessons. Of course, Blandster. I would make a poor teacher indeed were I to turn away a student so willing to make improvements. Master Gaiose, I too offer my apologies for this misunderstanding. Why? He still gets what he needed, because I'm amazing. You must be eager to try on Ari's Soman. We thank you for your patronage, and pray that your efforts at the Gojin GI meet with a resounding success. Your well wishes are much appreciated. You should be proud to have such talented apprentices. May fortune smile upon your forge. A confluence of style, Blandster wishes to share his progress with you. Ari, since me little failure, I've gone back to learning all I can from Master Fugetsu. It's been full sail ahead for days now. Yes, Blandster is an extraordinarily fast learner. At this rate, I shall run out of things to teach him. And what of your training, apprentice? You are enjoying your stay in the land of Hingashi? I am glad. To be a stranger in a strange land can be trying at times. Pray forgive my intrusion. It is I, Gayose. I thought to extend my gratitude once more for your finely crafted somen ere I make my departure. Master Gayose, what's this about a departure? Ah, Blandsteer, I trust you are keeping well. I had some small success at the Gojinji and pledged my katana as a lord. As fortune may have it, I'm to leave Kugane this very day. It would seem that the good folk of my new master's domain are plagued by bandits and thieves. It is to aid in this uprooting of such undesirables that my blade was bound into service. I see, and that's a good thing, right? It certainly is. Could you spare some time before you leave then? It was at the expense of your commission that I made a breakthrough with me armorsmithing. And I'd like to forge you a set of armor by way of an apology. Me professional pride demands it. An offer so noble brings tear to my eyes. It is with great reluctance, then, that I must decline. The hour of my departure draws near, and I cannot delay. Ah, well, that's a bloody shame. You have my hammer? Do I mean that I'm going to help him with it? To do it faster? You'll help me then? Aye, with your aid, I reckon we could bang out a full suit faster than you could say, Byregot's beard! Oh, your heart is as pure as the metals you forge, Ari. Right then, we'd best get to work. Would you be willing to wait a bit, Master Gayose? I promise we'll have everything ready in time for you to make your ship. You don't even know when his ship leaves. You have convinced me. I shall trust in your talents and abide here a while. Ari, I got myself an idea, but let's talk about it outside. We need to get started. I hope they don't send me, like, talking to people, because we don't got time for this shit. Ugh, why are you so far away? I've been thinking about the type of armor we ought to forge for our samurai mate. Now, Hingan armor is flexible and pretty and all, but it's hard to look past the protection provided by Lominson plate. It seems Master Gayose will be heading into battle against bandits and the like, which sounds none too safe for me. So I reckon we give him a full suit the kind only we can craft, one O'Hingan style what befits a samurai, but with a few Eorzean touches thrown in for good measure. I want you to forge the chest piece, a Lominson Harate, if you get me meaning, and while you're working on that, I'll put together the rest. You know, the helm and the gauntlets and such. Aye, we need it to be a grand kabuto, something what represents Gayose's nature as well as his purpose. Unryu will have his well-stocked shelves should be able to provide you with the supplies for the Harate. We're on a tight schedule here, Ari, so you best get hammering right away. I need to make a quick trip to look into a couple things, then I'll get to work myself. Meet me back here when you're done. Oh, I feel like he's taking too much time. This guy's gonna have to leave. And also, I don't know that we're meeting his needs, but I guess we're giving him free armor, so can't really complain. Is there something I can do for you, Ari? Yeah, please give me some materials. Interesting. Let me just see what I have. Oh my god, so sleepy. Here we go. This should be enough for the raw materials. Should you have a little accident with the pliers, I'll be glad to give you another armful of supplies. You're to meet with Blandsteer when a piece is finished, yes? Alright. Craft. Lominson Harate. Come on. Come on. Stop failing me. Really? Really? Oh no! It's good. Okay, good thing I used that. That was not really. Wow, I'm having not great luck. Seriously? Well, let's try this. Hopefully that'll be enough to finish it. Good. Man. Oh, some terrible luck. Alright, now we gotta go talk to what's-his-face. Hopefully he's done, even though it makes absolutely no sense that he would be. Blandster. I've done my research right and proper this time. Alright, is your work finished then? Yeah. I want to see what it looks like on him. Oh ho, you've outdone yourself. Let me bundle it together with me other bits and pieces and we can present the whole set to Master Gaiosi. What if they don't match each other? Because, like, we didn't converse on the style in the slightest. It's all ready for you to try on, sir. I hope it meets with your approval. Oh, what abomination did we create? Does he like it? I don't know what artisan sorcery you employed to craft this so swiftly, but I am beyond pleased with the result. It doesn't go together at all. He has bunny ears, though. And you even expended the effort to learn my family's crest. This kabuto is an astonishing recreation of our forward-facing rabbit. I'm glad you like it. I asked around and they told me that the rabbit's one of them sacred animals what brings prosperity and long life. Seemed a perfect choice. The rabbit is also called upon in battle to guard against mishap, as well as grant a swift victory. Whoops. Kawari Kabuto is more than a lucky charm, however. It serves to announce the presence of an individual warrior. When a renowned samurai takes to the field with his distinctive helm, the foes mark his arrival and despair. But for the samurai's allies, such a kabuto signals the appearance of a staunch companion and can inspire the weary to rally against desperate odds. This helm you have crafted captures the very essence of the Kawari Kabuto's purpose. But I must admit to some confusion as to the absence of the traditional scales on the chest armor. What manner of plate is this? I see. Though the design is Hingan, the metal itself has been forged with Lominsan techniques. A very modern confluence of styles. Ah, would that I could stay and heap you with greater praise and gratitude, but I've already tarried over long. Pray forgive my ill manners. I shall repay this boon by defending good folk from the predations of villainous men. My katana shall sing as I spring across the battlefield with the swiftness of a rabbit. Farewell, good masters. We did it! Well, that's that then. I learned what I came to learn and reckon it's time I packed up and headed home. Thank you, Master Fugetsu. You've been a fine teacher. Ah, could I mayhaps ask a favor of you before you leave? I would be most grateful if you could teach me the techniques used in shaping the plates of Master Gaiosi's armor. I sense great potential for future innovations. It's all right, Ari. I won't keep you here any longer. I know you're an adventurer as well as an armorer, and you're likely getting itchy feet by now. I'll stay behind and instruct Master Fugetsu myself. After all, what's better way to repay him for all the Hingan tricks he taught me? Ah, but you think you could explain the situation to Hananza for me? She'll take it better coming from her favorite artisan any road. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry about the yawning. I'm so sleepy. Alright, back to Lominsa. And to the After Castle. That was interesting. That was finally a quest where we did the entirety of it in New Zones. A lot of these ones surprise me in how little you venture into the areas for the s- the words are failing me. The expansion that they're in. Welcome back, Ari. I received an almost illegible missive from Blandsteer saying you'd both been accepted as apprentices, but not a whisper from him since. What's happened to the old Aurochs? Well, I can't say as I'm surprised. The guild will have to do without his veteran skills for a while longer, but an even exchange of techniques is only right and proper. By the time he returns, Blandstill will have mastered new methods for blending Hingan and Eorzean styles. That knowledge will benefit not only him, but also stir the hearts of our armorers. Stagnation is as good as death for an artisan, after all. We had a much-needed influx of innovations when we began trading with the kobolds, and now we find new ideas through this relationship with the Far East. I'm sorry we have to send you to the midst of one of Blandsteer's storms yet again, Ari, but I wager you've reaped the rewards when it comes to your craft. It's fine. The journey was well worth it then. Well, I'd best start studying works by this far eastern forge master if I'm to keep ahead of you and Blandsteer. Alright, we have a little bit of time left. I think I'm gonna go do I think it's in Foundation. I have the 60 quest left to do of, I think, Weaver. So I'm gonna go do that just to have that evened out. But I feel like, if I recall correctly, I ended here-ish. I think it was in this. Where was it near, though? I think it might have been near the Jeweled Crozier. And I got scared off because it warned me. Yes. Oh wow, I am not anywhere close to that. That's by the Astrologium Guild. But yeah, it scared me because it said I was gonna need Mastercraft 3. Never leave without a goodbye. Averil's face has the grim resolution of one bound for war. Freskin and I will be bound for the front line soon, and I am ready for it. Well, mostly. I have one last request for you, at least for the time being. Could you create me a garment to wear into battle? Mother doesn't know I'm leaving, and I'm not telling her. It's imperative that the clothing be sufficiently fashionable, lest she grow suspicious of my true plans. Could you speak with the townsfolk again? I would like to blend in with them, so as to make her think I am off on some social outing. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but you've seen how Mother gets. I don't want her to worry. No matter what I say, she won't understand. I just can't be what she wants me to be. No, the less she knows of my plans, the better. I have to question well-dressed townspeople. Okay. Well, it looks like we might need to go up here. Anagram. So silly. I don't see any well-dressed people. There's some well-dressed people. Are these the... Yes, here we go. What to wear with a cavalier's hat? Why, a doublet, of course. But it must match your cap or you'll look as strange as a goblin with a gooboo's head. Thanks for that. Oh, I was like, it's the Ethernet shard. That's totally where I'm going. That is not where I'm going. Here we go. I see them. They're trying to hide. They can't hide from me. What do they consider well-dressed? I suppose that's nice. My outfit? I'm flattered that you'd ask. This is my finest bliaud, and I've paired it with my cavalier's hat. It does seem to be what everyone's wearing these days. Alright, I think we can just jump here, maybe. Yes. Whee! Splat. Ow. Ankle's broken. So the townsfolk are wearing bleouds and doublets. I'm quite fond of both styles. The doublet will do for me. It reminds me of an old one I've got back at home. I've always thought it quite pretty. Perhaps Mother wore it back before she became so dull. If I could use it, I would, but it's not meant for battle. Actually, could you speak with your guildmaster about that? As with my hat, the doublet will need to serve as armor too. Alright, we're going back to Fanland. Ulda. To speak to Redolent Rose. Oh my goodness. Oh. I'm contemplating switching out my. Am I turning yellow again? Seriously? Why is it so yellow? I don't know, something about the lighting just like gets thrown off sometimes. Good heavens, off to war now, is she? I suppose that is Ishgard's way. It's a pity she means to further deceive her own mother, but I understand her request. She may not return from her battle, and if you must go, go with style. Why, you could say the fabric of Ishgardian's life is woven from loss. That is why their art has such beauty. Their lives are as glorious candles, burning twice as bright but half as long. Ha! I dare say that gem will inspire me for some time, Ari. Ah, but you were asking about fabrics. We discussed how magic wielders' needs are best served by fibers that absorb ether, yes? Then have you considered where the battle will be fought? Korthus is frigid, and frostbite can kill just as easily as dragonfire. Only the warmest of fabrics will do, chimerical felt. A chivalric doublet of healing made of this ought to suit Averil's needs. Blah-bitty, blah-bitty, blah. Or I can go buy it off the market board, as I'm going to do, because I don't want to craft it, and I probably have already crafted one. Let's go to the Sapphire Avenue. Oh, I'm so glad they added this aetheryte. Otherwise, that would have been awkward. I probably would have just gone to the Jeweled Crozier in, what is this guy wearing? Oh, he just has his head turned. That's why it looks so weird. Rick, doublet of H. There we go. And I don't need HQ, but apparently I'm buying HQ and spending a small fortune on it. Alright, we need to go back to Foundation and finish up this quest. To the Athenium Astrologicum. Not quite, but that's the aetheryte we need to go to. My heart is all aflutter. I can't wait to see what you bring me. Or is it that I'm anxious about the battles ahead? Well, is it done? Yes. Do we get to see it on her? Yes, I do really want to trade a high quality item. Ooh, very pretty. It's stunning! Why, I'll be the belle of the battlefield. Thank you so much. Now there's nothing holding me back. I do wish Mother... No, it's best she doesn't know. Freskin and I will have to go via the Ark of the Worthy. Please see us off there. It's bad luck to leave without a soul to say goodbye to. It's a Nick! Hi, Nick. How's it going? How goes your Shadowbringers? Questing. Where am I going? Where's the Ark of the Worthy? Oh. Over there. By the Aetheryte Plaza. You got to Ilmegna last night? Nice. You getting there. Is there a... Oh, it's a sack. Her mom's totally gonna show up here, isn't she? They're here. You wasted some time in Lakeland because that one quest to get the mounts, you can fly even though you can't normally fly in the zone. Which quest is that? So you used it to go to all the currents via flying. Oh! Oh, I see. Huh. I don't remember that. Maybe I remember that. Thank you for coming, Ari. When I return, I will be sure to tell you about all of our adventures. But if I don't make it back, tell Mother that I was chasing my dreams, that I was happy. Farewell, my friend. Her mom's gonna show up. There's no way I'm waiting and telling her this. You get an Amaru mount, you're supposed to deliver to one of the forts. Oh. Avril, where are you going dressed like that? Yeah, I knew her mom was gonna show up. She is, that is to say, we're going to the front, to the fete, right, darling? That's why I'm wearing my finest for the, fete. Ari's just like horrified. She's like, yep, that's totally what they're doing. Is that so? Well, cancel your plans. The cathedral has need of more monastic robes, and right this very instant. Can it wait, Mother? I've been dreaming of this party for so long. And your party is more important than the gods' work? Your last robes were so well received. I think you'll need to make 100 sets. You can do it, yes? You want the truth, Mother? I'm a chirurgeon. I'm leaving for the front lines tonight with my sweetheart. Please don't try to stop me. I couldn't bear sitting at home praying for my Frescan safety when I could see to it myself. It's bad luck, you know, to leave without letting me say goodbye. Wow, her mom turned around on that real quick. Your Rymans gave you away, dear. I know a chirurgeon's doublet when I see it. I wore one myself. I just hoped you never would. I went to war too. Your father was so gallant, and I was so in love with him. How could I not go? But I never told him I was with child. He died not knowing, because I was slow when I needed to be fast. He died because of me. And that guilt destroyed the woman I was. I gave up conjury to raise you. I tried to forget my mistakes through Helone. I never wanted you to know war. If keeping you from harm meant keeping you home, so be it. And then I saw you studying conjury with him. I panicked. Everything I could do to stop you, I tried, and my actions only drove you further towards the battlefield. But the doublet suits you. Back when I was young and sincere and passionate, I'm sure it suited me too. I do remember that desire to do good, to protect the ones I love. Go, Averil. Go with my blessing, but keep him safe, and promise me you'll come back. I promise, Mother. On everything I hold dear, thank you, and thank you, Ari. And we're done. Thank goodness. That concludes... Alright. How am I doing with my quest? What do I still need to do? I'm gonna let this open so we can see what jobs we need. Complete. Let's see. We need to do carpenter only from 60. But my carpenter's 80, so that's pretty low because I'm trying to unlock an item that I want to use to do Ishgardian Restoration, but I might as well do that on ones that I am going to get XP on first. Although I suppose my real goal is to just get as many scripts as possible, and you get more scripts for the level 80 stuff, so maybe I should just go that route. I have to do blacksmith from 50 still. My blacksmith is almost 80. It's actually like what is it? Like 10,000 away, 14,000 away. Oh wait, no. Wait, can I math? Yeah, no, I think that's 14,000. No, 140,000. Wow. But yeah, I'm so close to 80. Like it's yeah. Anyway, so that as soon as I started I would hit 80. Armor quest, we finished that today. That's what we just did. Goldsmith is also done. Leatherworker we did yesterday, so that's done. Weaver was what we just did. So we have Carpenter and Weaver from 60, and what Blacksmith from 40. My Weaver is 75, so I probably need to do Weaver next, but we only have to do half of it, so that'll be about an hour-ish. And then we have Alchemist from 50, which Alchemist is already 80, and Culinarian we did Friday night, I want to say. We did that recently too. So we got 2 more from 50 and 2 from 60, if I recall correctly. So we need, and 2 of the ones that we have to do from 50 are, so we're definitely doing Weaver next. That's decided. I also need to finish my Crystalline Mean quests, and that'll level a couple more of them up. And yeah. Oh, you know what I need to do? I think that's not what I need to do. I need to unlock my new custom deliveries, but we also need to do this one. And we still have. Wait, where does it tell me my deliveries this week? None. No, I only have an allowance of 6. Is this telling me I have none more that I can do this week? Yeah. Okay, so I did do this. Where is the new person though for it? Shoot. There's an achievement that tells me this. What is it under though? Kai Shear. Where's Kai Shear? Kai Shear is gonna be in Yulmore. That's not Yulmore. I really need to set Yulmore as my free one, because I go there more often than I go to Crystarium. So, that is not what we wanted. Register free destination, yes. Okay. We have a quest person here. This is not Kai Shear. What is this? My heart will not go on. What is that? The boutique always wins. I think I need this to unlock scripts. We can do this on Weaver, why not? You are the esteemed Ariavana, yes? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Moen, founder and chairwoman of the Boutique of Splendors. Master Alphino has spoken quite... Is this... Oh yeah, this is Rowena, but like, in the first. Master Alphino has spoken quite highly of you and your unparalleled artistic abilities. Quite highly indeed. Forgive me my boldness, but I should be most honored if you were to register with us as a provider of collectibles. As compensation, we can offer you a wide variety of goods that I am confident will meet your approval. Not direct compensation, to be clear. We have adopted a system rather similar to the one which you are doubtless familiar, and which I only recently learned from Master Alphino. For every delivery, you will receive payment in the form of scripts. This exclusive currency is redeemable only with the Boutique of Splendors, limiting perhaps, but you'll find that the equipment and materials we have on offer more than make up for any inconvenience. The woman who first conceived this approach was brilliant, wouldn't you agree? A true visionary who managed to bring together people from all walks of life and reshape the world with her boundless compassion and generosity. Yeah, Rowena, too. Oh, and I should mention that a negligible portion of the value of all collectibles processed will be withheld to an account for overhead and other assorted operating expenses. Doubtless I need not explain the necessity of this. Does that mean we can do script stuff now? I can. What can we get? We got nothing though. Actually, nothing particularly interesting. But there is gear, and we need to start working on this. Alright. And the collectible appraiser, who will tell me things that I can make. Why do these all give yellow? Oh, I bet you because I'm not 80. Yeah, you have to do the 80 ones. Well, someday. Alright, now... Wait, another one disappeared. Did I need to... Oh, I needed to do that before I can do Kaishir. I guess that makes sense, because Kaishir also gives scripts. Well. Oh, behave yourself. Kaishir is bursting with enthusiasm, and all he needs is somewhere to direct it. Ari, have you got a moment? I've been wanting to have a word. Is it true that you're an expert weaver? Just one of my many, many talents. Ha! Is there anything you can't do? Alphino says you've been dealing with the Boutique of Splendors and all, and not just anybody can do that. Anyhow, I asked because I was hoping to get your help with something. Bit of a project of mine as it goes. Since I decided to stay here in Yulemoor, I've been trying to find ways for people like me to contribute to the future of the city. Thing is, I've never learned a trade or nothing like that, so I was struggling to come up with ideas. After a lot of thinking, I put together a pretty decent plan, but I could do with your professional opinion, and maybe a bit of help if you're up for it. What do you say? It's for a good cause, I promise. I've asked a couple of old mates to meet us outside the beehive, so I'll see you there. What is this quest that's in the beehive? I don't understand. I guess I can go in there and see what I need to do. Oh my god, this little pig. So cute. I'm waiting. Ari looks very unimpressed with how long she had to wait. You getting your beehive turn-in started? Yeah. First things first, let me introduce you. This here is Anfrig, who serves his drink shaken, not stirred. Craft only streams. I'm a crafter now? No! Yes, as I'm sure as the saying goes here in the beehive, fancy a shake? Reactions vary, as I'm sure you can imagine. Ahem. It's a pleasure to meet you. And this is Bostazia. I also work in the beehive, though my talents tend more towards winning and whining and dining, winding and grinding, whatever our patrons desire. Anyways, a friend of Kaishir's is a friend of ours. We grew up together in Gate Town, close as family. All three of us are orphans, so we like to stick together to survive. Oh, so we had to stick together to survive. We shared everything we had, right down to our last crust of, well, whatever was available. That's why we promised each other that we'd find a way into Yulemoor, no matter what it took. But Anfrig and I were chosen, while Kaishir was left behind. I can't tell you how glad we were to be reunited with him after so long apart. We've been through a lot, and more than most, but we're all here now. I never thought I'd see the day. I hate to say it, but the way things are going, there might not be reason for us to stay in Yulemoor. So much has changed since the fall of Vothri, and business at the beehive has really dried up. While I'm all for the city becoming a fairer place to live, we need to face facts. At this rate, places like the beehive will struggle to stay afloat. If we were to be let go, the chances of us finding similar work here would be slim at best. You're not thinking of leaving Yulemoor, are you? To be honest, we don't have much choice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I said I'll sort something out, didn't I? I've got a plan to bring visitors into Yulemoor, and I want you two to be a part of it. This is also why I brought Ari here. Her skills as a weaver are going to solve all our problems, I swear. I don't know about that. Well, well, how wonderful to see my employees engaged in such lively conversation. Is it Moen again? The Queen Bee! Sorry, sir. I'll get back behind the bar. No, no, as you are. In fact, Mistress Moen and I were discussing ways in which the beehive's fortunes might be improved. And that was when we overheard you, and my ears pricked up when you mentioned the possibility of attracting new customers to Yulemoor. Given the current state of affairs, this would be most welcome. Would you share your ideas with me, young man? He looks horrified. I ain't a businessman or nothing, so you'll have to excuse me if I'm off the mark here, but seems to me that under Vothry, you'll more than forget what it means to actually work for a living, and most of the old industries disappeared altogether. Still, there are a few things left over from the days that we can put to good use. Such as the entertainment. You'll Morans ain't the only ones who like to have a good old knees up, you know. If we open up the city of final pleasures to visitors, we'd be raking in the gill. And what better way to do that than telling everyone about the beehive? Of course, word of mouth will only get us so far. But if you put me in charge of promoting your establishment, I'll do whatever it takes to bring in people from every corner of Novrant. Oh, I was going to say, when is she going to chime in? I say, your enthusiasm is positively infectious, and for a self-confessed amateur, I find you remarkably persuasive. I loved his little boop. I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Wouldn't you agree? Yes, this is certainly in line with Master Chai's aim to foster trade with outsiders, and as far as I can see, the beehive stands only to gain from this most worthy of endeavors. I am therefore placing you in charge of advertising the beehive. Since I have a vested interest in the success of this undertaking, the Boutique of Splendors will gladly grant rewards for bringing much-needed custom to our doorstep. But first you will need to look the part, and I have the perfect ensemble in mind. In the meantime, I would have the two of you resume your duties. When the time comes, I should like you to prove assistance in any way you can. Our knowledge and expertise are at Kaishir's disposal, sir. I gather you are here at the lad's request, yes? I can only guess as to what it may entail, though I dare say all shall become clear soon enough. I bid you good day. Alright. I'm surprised you recognized me in this getup. I have to tell you, I ain't used to wearing anything like this. Still, if I'm to advertise a place like the Beehive, I suppose I've got to look the part. Not that it really matters for our first task, though. Good old Beehive. Oh, sorry, I got distracted watching the Chancers. Spaced out for a minute. While I was getting measured for my outfit, I was thinking how we could convince everyone to come and spend their hard-earned coin in the Beehive. Rather than shouting from the rooftops, it'd be a lot easier if we gave out flyers everywhere. I ain't talking about a handful, though. I need hundreds, and that means I need paper, ink, and something to print them with. The last one's the trickiest, but it'll speed things up like nobody's business. Do you think you could get those for me? There was one other thing. Oh, right, payment. Of course, I ain't expecting you to do it for free. I'll be getting scripts and whatnot from Moen, so I'll send a few your way. That sound alright to you? Can you send all of them my way? Thanks, I owe you one, sir. Why did I think he said sir? Or I will once everything's been sorted out. All you have to do is bring me the stuff for the flyer, and I'll take it from there. Oh my god. I'm not gonna be able to go and gather this stuff because I have 0 inventory space. Custom delivery is unlocked! Yay! Woohoo! Alright, what does the queen bee want? Oh. Oh, okay, it's just a regular quest, and it's just the issue that I'm on a crafting class and not another one. Alright. Let's see. I just need 3. Can I throw more things in my saddlebag? I can. Let's just throw these in. That should give me enough space to gather crap. Although... Oh, that'll give me space. This'll give me space. I know. I know. I need to do stuff with them. I need to do stuff with lots of things. I just haven't spent them yet. Alright, now I want to actually be on botanist. Oh, okay. Custom deliveries, Kai Shear. What do you want? Raven coal. We want logging, stone gazer. That's north of right. Okay. I'm keeping them all for when I'm like, hey, I need some gear for some random job. Alright, where are we going? Right up here. Aren't I supposed to always be invisible? Raven coal. We gotta make sure collectability thing is on. We also need to gather one of those. Anyways, we'll just do this first. Since my gathering yield is +1, I want to use all my stuff on this one, because that should give me 3. I'm pretty sure I can only turn in 3 if I recall from the other times I've done these. 1. Yes. 2. Wait, what's the collectability rating I need? 240. Alright, we made it. And yes, and 1 more. And then we'll return. We'll turn this off, and we'll grab this. Oh, that was the wrong... Whatever, it worked out. That was fine. Oh, let's go gather from this unspoiled mature tree. I have some inventory space. Lemonette. Well, we just need this for completion's sake. Oh, I failed. I did pretty well for it being only 65%. Okay. Now we need to go back to Yulmore. Where am I going? Where's the beehive? The thing is hiding underneath a quest that I can't do on this job. Alright, Kai Shear. Got it, everything? It ain't gotta be perfect. Whatever you have will probably be fine. The items... blah blah blah. I will be export experience points instead of white scripts. Oh. Do I want to turn the... Can I turn these in as... Because I actually want white scripts way more than I want XP. Can I turn these in as minor even though I gathered them as botanist? Should be able to. Alright. Make a delivery. If we grind this down and mix it with water, we'll have inks for the flyer. It's clever, isn't it? Hello? Hello? What's this? Blimey, I weren't expecting this sort of quality. Nicely done. In making your first successful delivery, you've begun to earn Kaishir's trust. With each successful delivery, he'll grow more satisfied. Make up 6 deliveries each week. But I'm pretty sure after 3, he'll tell me he won't need any more of these. Well, we've got everything we need for the flyers. All that's left is to print them. See, I knew it. I always screwed up when I was doing the other ones because I would gather 6. But when you're raising your reputation, you can only turn in 3 things at a time because then it changes what you need. Basta, Zia, and Anfrig offered to help, so I gave them loads of flyers to put up around the villages near Yulmore. Excuse me. I even convinced the Queen Bee to let us attach free drink vouchers to them. No one in their right mind would turn down an offer like that, so we've had a steady stream of new customers. Giving away a bit of booze is one thing, getting them to stay is another. Most of them left after the free one. Uh-oh. Well, judging by the way they were necking their drinks and gawping at the dancers, they were definitely having a good time. I wonder what the problem was. Probably that they have no money. From what I gather, these 2 over there are from Wright. Maybe we should ask them what they think of the beehive. You're not here to kick us out, are you? Why, nothing could be further from my mind. I was hoping that you might share your impressions of our establishment. Eh? Oh, you're asking what we think of the place. Ha! Anywhere that gives away booze like this for nothing is all right in my books. And I love the interior. What's that word? Gaudy? No. Vibrant. Yes, that's it. It's kind of gaudy, too. Well then, if you're happy, then so are we. And yet, we're not seeing a lot of people coming back after their first visit. Could it be the food and drink aren't to their liking? Perish the thought! This complimentary beverage is one of the finest things I've ever tasted. I shall savor it a while it lasts. Oof, she has the same hair as me. Don't judge. We'd like to have another, maybe try some food, but we simply can't afford to. For the price of a single steak, we could feed ourselves for a week. I'll have a word with the manager and see if there ain't something we can do about it. Thank you for your time. I actually didn't even realize she had the same hair as me. That's funny. Except satisfaction up. I'm a backer of the beehive. He has a new favor to ask of me. I should have realized this sooner, but the beehive only caters to the rich, and most people in Navrant just can't afford what we're charging. Trouble is, it's the ingredients that push up the prices. And for the booze, there's got to be cheaper alternatives. I reckon we should expand the menu to include more affordable options. That way there'll be something for everyone. It's easier said than done. Quality doesn't come cheap, you know. Well, you're not wrong there, Zia. Have you forgotten about Yulmore's foremost barkeeper? There's a lot more to my job than mixing drinks morning, noon, and night. I can put together a whole selection that won't cost an arm and a leg. I like the sound of that. The food, on the other hand, will take a lot more effort. I learned a few recipes during our days in Gate Town that only use basic ingredients. I should be able to adapt those into something a bit more befitting of the beehive. I'll have to ask you to bring me the supplies, though. My duties prevent me from leaving the beehive for too long, so I'll give you a list of all the things I need. We'll sort it out, don't worry. You can start with the villages in Kalusia, and if we don't find what we need, I'll try casting the net a bit wider. Tell you what, Why don't I leave all the running around and haggling to me while you take care of the stuff that needs an expert's touch? How's that sound? Alright, let's get cracking. Oh my goodness. So many achievements. Now what does he need? Collusion seasonings in at Journey's Head. Alright. Let us go there. Where is nearby? That way. How do we get in here? Oh yeah, we can just like fly over the top. I forgot. Alright. Oh, we've gathered most of this stuff before. Alright, we need to get 3 of these, so we might as well do it from a single one. Collect. Boom. Collect. Boom. Oh god. What can I throw away? Probably pine resin. There we go. Return. I'm gonna turn this off. I need to toss something else actually. Holy crap, I got a lot of silver pieces. Coffee beans, bomba rice. I only have one of these, probably not worth that much. And that, I'm pretty sure we can't sell, so I'm gonna discard that because that is probably something that's only collectible. And then back to Yulmore. You guys are getting some bonus RE time. Because I decided to do this, and then I feel like I might as well finish it. Where do I go? Cashier, I got some stuff for you. Make a delivery. If we sprinkle a bit of spice on that top, it makes all the difference. Hello, what is this? Blimey, we weren't expecting... Oh, he said the same thing that he said last time. Alright, I think we're done for the week. I knew I was right to ask you for help. You've really got an eye for quality and the skills to match. Still, I expect we'll both be kept busy in the days to come. I've delivered the maximum. Alright, well, we are done then. That is going to be it for me, guys. Today is what, Sunday? So I'll be back tomorrow. I don't have raid tomorrow because we cleared it already for the week. And so I will probably be doing more quests. Just because I really need to get them done. Probably gonna do, I think it was what I said, Weaver? We're gonna do Weaver and then probably one other one. We might start Blacksmith, even though I won't quite get through all of them. Actually, I might be, if I do just that, well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, that will be at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. I was going to say 7, but I remember going to dinner with my family beforehand, so I won't be home till 8. So it will start at 8, and yeah, that'll be tomorrow. So until then, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a good Monday, and I will see you guys tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Later.